This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Therapy Online. Being human doesn't come with a user manual, and sometimes we don't have the tools we need to navigate life's stressors. Luckily, working with a therapist can help you gather those tools. Visit betterhelp.com/allies and navigate life with a little more ease.
Hello, welcome to the Easy Allies podcast. I'm Daniel Bloodworth, coming to you from Los Angeles, California. This week I'm joined by Bradley Ellis.
Hello.
Michael Huber.
Yo.
Michael Damiani.
How's it going?
And in the control room we've got Isla Hink,
Hi.
Gabby Montoot,
She waves.
and Don Casanova somewhere.
He looks on menacingly.
Menacingly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Fruitcake Wars? Don't let him throw that cake down the stairs.
He won't.
Okay.
We won't let him.
Friends, it's a special episode. We're recording this week before the holiday break, so we have no idea what happened in video games this week. Sorry. Just don't know.
Hopefully it was uneventful, trending toward nice.
Right. Yeah, hopefully it's all very nice news. This episode will be all love and respect, submissions, questions, and games. But before we get started, Don Romantica has to finish searching Boyle Mansion to find her target. If you've not been keeping up, our custom character, Don Romantica, is on a mission to assassinate Agent 47.
So hardcore.
Yeah. What a target. Jeez.
Last week, she infiltrated Boyle Mansion in Dunwall, where Agent 47 is, as her companion Rex from Mass Effect blasted Goombas outside
Unloaded.
to create a distraction.
Unhinged.
So now we're inside the mansion. Dawn quietly works her way through the mansion's halls, looking for any sign of Agent 47. She spies 3 potential locations to search. There's the main ballroom, where the guests are chatting, a closed bathroom door with a light that shows someone's inside, and a bedroom with muffled snores coming from within. So do we want to check the ballroom, the bathroom, or the bedroom first?
Yo, the bedroom is Snorlax. Careful.
47 likes to dispose of bodies in bathrooms. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's scary.
It is scary. He also likes to hide in people's bedroom closets.
He likes to hide everywhere.
Yeah.
He likes to blend in with people in ballrooms. He's probably in that ballroom, disguised.
Yeah, he probably is. But maybe there's something in the other rooms we could use.
Yeah.
I like starting small, dude. I'm thinking the bathroom.
All right, let's go to the bathroom.
All right.
Bathroom.
Close
I'm
space,
with you.
intimate space.
We're going
with
to walk
you.
in on someone. This is not good.
I do want to know who's snoring, too.
We can just chop him.
Knowing of course, that any bathroom needs proper ventilation, Dawn tracks down a vent and uses her flexibility skills
Sick.
to work her way toward the steamy tub. As she gets closer, she hears a voice that can be clearly identified as Cooking Mama.
Cooking Mama.
What?
What are you doing in the bathroom? Kate?
What?
One of Agent 47's closest friends.
Yes, of course.
I love the reality you've built here.
All right.
Dawn can't tell who Cooking Mama might be talking to. Could Agent 47 possibly be in there with her? However, once Dawn wiggles her way to the end of the duct and can finally look through the vent into the room, it seems Cooking Mama is alone, but talking on her phone while she soaks. As Dawn backs away to search elsewhere, she hears her complain. All I wanted to do was get a better look at that painting. I didn't know simply touching it would set off a huge alarm. Do the guards really think I'm some kind of a thief? Should Dawn check the ballroom or the bedroom next?
Probably bedroom, right? Process
Choose your own
elimination?
adventures.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to hear this?
I really want to know who's
I want to know
snoring.
who's snoring,
Let's
and
do
maybe
it.
the painting is in the bedroom.
Yeah, so don't touch the painting if we go in
Don't
there.
touch the
Yeah.
painting.
Taking care not to wake the sleeper, Dawn quietly enters the bedroom. She gets her sword ready for a silent kill. But stops dead in her tracks as a loud yawn pierces the silence. The person turns in their bed, but remains fast asleep. Newly positioned, Dawn can now get a better look. And it's not Agent 47, but Crash Bandicoot on an extended vacation
An easy
from
mistake to make.
Insanity Island. Before leaving, Dawn searches the room and finds a well-worn journal. The latest entry reads, "Dear Diary, the architecture in Dunwall is simply mesmerizing. Why, just today, Agent 47 brought me into the library and quickly twisting the head of a statue, prompted the shelves on the back wall to pivot and turn like clockwork toys, opening a path to their study so we could speak in true privacy. I know such devices are made for security, but I don't know how anyone could stand to keep such a marvelous thing secret. I'd invite scores of people to show it off myself." Should Dawn check the library or the ballroom?
The passageway was from the library?
But
through
the
that?
library could be an ambush.
Yeah.
I think we should go to the
I
library.
think we should.
have
Yeah,
new
right,
intel.
that sounds fun.
All right,
Let's do it.
go.
Let's do it.
Do
Duke's
it.
Archives.
Library? Dawn enters a grand library, but nobody's there. Her intuition says there must be more here, though. And she notes 3 objects that seem suspicious. A painting
Don't touch it.
with a clear fingerprint in one corner,
Yeah, no.
a statue with a seam around the base of the head,
Okay.
and a book that seems larger than the others.
Rotate the head.
Should Dawn interact with one of these items or go check the ballroom?
Rotate the head.
Rotate the head.
Rotate the
the
head.
Yeah.
All right.
Rotate
Yeah, the
the
ballroom was probably a
head.
clue on the book, but
Yeah.
Dawn gently twists the head of the statue, and the shelves swing open in indescribable fashion, forming a hallway to another room.
Can you describe the fashion, please?
Indescribable.
Feeling.
Not expecting such an intrusion into their inner sanctum, Agent 47 is stunned to find themselves laid bare. Before he has
surprise.
time to react,
dude.
Dawn rushes forward and plunges the Masamune through their hearts. This is for Tom Nook.
What?
We've been doing this for a long time. I don't.
yeah, I forgot that callback.
Wow. We got him.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Through his heart.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Just like Aerith. Spoilers.
As she exits the library, Dawn is greeted by Duke Nukem.
Oh no.
His pride wounded by the fact that Dawn never chose him as a workout buddy, he's tracked her down, vowing to get
Nemesis
paid
system,
back.
dude.
Rex enters the room.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
Yes. Yes. You're done, Duke.
The showdown we never knew we wanted.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who participated today.
Oh,
Become a
cliffhanger.
patron for $5 or more to submit questions for our shows or participate in other weird things we come up with like this. We'll catch up with the final battle next week. But for now, it's time for Love and Respect.
Oh my God.
Love and Respect.
I knew that's what this episode was, and I was still prepping a different light cue.
Duke Nukem has fought against aliens. Quite a few.
Some of them look kind of like Rex. No, they're more like pigs, I guess.
This week's episode is all love and respect, answering questions and playing games from our community. As such, I've opened up submissions to every patron at the $1 tier and above. Also note that just for this week, because it's all love and respect, there aren't any extra bonus questions, but you still get this episode ad-free if you're a patron. Starting us off, Louise Brown. I'd like to know how being games journalists changes your views on the industry, if at all.
I don't know.
Damn.
We got quick ones and we got heavy ones.
Start off easy here.
I mean, when I write a review, I have to think about it differently, you know? If I wasn't in the industry, maybe I'd be doing reviews on my own or something. I don't know, some form of it. But the way we do it is like so professional, I guess is the word. I don't know. But yeah, I do think about games differently probably.
It's interesting to know the rates that different publishers will pay for better scores.
Definitely.
Oh no.
No.
The 10.0 tax is pretty
Yeah,
steep.
yeah. You'd be
Yeah.
shocked to know how much we.
Yeah.
The
It would be
secret,
really funny
That's
if
all
I
a
had
brochure
the
that
rate
goes
from
around.
anybody ever. But
What?
I was just joking. The secret brochure that everyone passes
Yeah,
around in
yeah,
the
yeah.
shadows.
That's what the Game Awards is really for. We meet up in the JW Marriott.
That's where they review it every year, and the council approves it.
The
Yeah.
council of all the publishing heads.
Going to a lot of events and seeing behind the scenes at a lot of developer like studios and publishers, very like intriguing. We don't get the curtain fully pulled back. Like obviously you need to work at those companies to get like the full inside scoop, but getting a glimpse into that helps kind of like paint in some of like the facts. Whereas when you were on the outside looking in, it was always speculation or going off what someone might say, but actually being able to see some of that with your own eyes is kind of like enlightening. But on additionally, it also kind of has removed a little bit of like the awe over the years. Like knowing how the inner workings is, like I can remember back to before that time where it was like kind of like a mystery and it had some of that like mystique in the industry, and like that's kind of like gone now for me. I don't really experience that anymore. So it's kind of like not quite the like the losing of innocence moment, but it's in that general vibes of, yeah, I know how this works. Like everyone who's like watching this trailer or like seeing this preview, like, oh, like they still have like some stars in their eyes and stuff like that. Where I'm like, nah, I know what's up here, and like it's not like like when people are like, oh, the answer is this, to like a certain debate. It's like it's actually this, and it's not as interesting as you think, and it's like, but it's fun to speculate and have like that optimism or those like crazy wild-eyed theories, but a little bit like that.
Some kid and a crazy wild-eyed scientist might show
Damn it!
up.
I knew it. Someone's gonna say this. Aw.
Something that I've noticed over the years, especially having worked with you guys specifically for so long, and I don't know if like you guys had talks about this or what, but like noticing it as an editor, like more and more over the years, you guys will just kind of like innately get like cinematic shots while you're playing, like if you're capturing footage and stuff, because it's like you're going to use this for a video, and
Yeah.
like you wouldn't do that if you were just playing. Like you might look at the scenery, but it would be just kind of like looking around,
Yeah.
So that's kind of something that's been interesting, that like to watch that improve over the years and get smoother and better and more interesting is cool.
G4 taught us that.
Oh,
How to capture.
Sure.
Capture
An intern there.
guidelines.
They're like,
Nice.
make sure to.
That's
like,
one thing where
pan the locations.
an analog controller will be a lot better than a mouse.
Oh, for
A
sure.
mouse
yeah,
is jerky
yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Having made a machinima with mice, I can attest
Oof.
to that.
Yeah. I feel like I've heard. I think I heard it from Jones. A lesson maybe you learned, Brad. Also, really like capture. Stop being so damn good at video games when you're doing capture,
Oh,
because
yeah.
sometimes you gotta show apart.
Jones was like, I need you to die. I was like, oh, sorry, dude.
It is
like, all
funny. Yeah.
Or like you have this whole boss fight and you have no shot of the boss, right? Because you're just always dodging away from it. Yeah, I think it's just that sense of like when people ask like, what are you playing in your free time? I'm like, well, I mean, anything I'm playing. Usually,
Yes, anything
like
I
we're talking about
play-
Game of the Year awards now.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, there's a list of things
Yeah.
that I want to try to get to. Never get through that list, but the things that are higher on my priorities.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
'tis the season where we stress play 15 games. And we're just
The
like,
best
"Ah."
way to play for
Yeah, the
consideration
best
for
way.
BRD, the stress way.
That's right.
With interviewing, we don't do it as much,
Right.
But through the years, learning to recognize questions that like this is a waste of time to ask
Yes.
this.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Because like when you're a fan of something ahead of time, like you have all these questions, and then if you do this enough, you're like, we know you really want this answer. They are never going to give you an answer. And if they do, it's never going to be satisfactory. So don't waste your time with this type of question. You got to like figure out which type of questions might get some kind of interesting answer out. And I feel like it's harder sometimes for people who haven't done this to understand that. Like, why didn't you ask this? Because they will just say no comment or give you the biggest non-answer in the world. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say that's right.
You
Definitely.
got the nightmare quote. That was the best thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's like,
but I didn't think he was going to say nightmare or anything like
Yeah.
that. I was just like, there was the hot topic about, WoW was doing WoW Classic and 14 was the other biggest MMO. And I knew it was like not going to happen, but it's like, yeah, I know people have been asking, like, kind of like wondering about this. Just, would you answer this? And like, sure.
yeah, you can definitely figure out what Dez will be allowed to talk to you about, actually.
My personal experience, especially with a lot of the Japanese developers I've been able to interview, if you give them something more anecdotal to talk about, you usually get like the best kind of like stories that way, the best answers. They seem more willing and open to talk about that type of stuff, and like some of the best answers come from that, rather than like, could you like tell me like what was the purpose behind like this item and this level,
Right,
or
yeah.
"Well, you didn't answer this lore question properly in this game. Would you like take this chance now?" Like, unless it's like Kojima, who I've actually never had the chance to like directly interview. Like, I feel like most people are like, I don't even remember. Right? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it sounds silly or weird, but just that ability to recognize that like we're all just people. Like,
Yeah.
we're not like, like just because somebody's got a name or whatever, doesn't mean that they know what they're doing any more than the rest of us do. It's like they have their specialty, but they're still all figuring it out. And especially in video games, it's like everybody's just making it up as they go along.
Yeah.
It's always trying to do the next thing one way or another.
Yeah. I mean, they're under just a lot of pressure too. Even like when you're on like their home turf at their studio, like it's still stressful for them to be in that room having to answer the questions. Even with all that training and stuff, it's still, something to do. And also, I say this a lot. I'll reiterate it again. If you're new, looking to get into the industry, if you do get an opportunity to interview anyone in a different language other than your own, so it's going to be going through a translator, be very concise.
Right.
Like, you want to get the most out of your time. Do not ask very lengthy, wordy
Yes.
questions, because
With
that
like multiple questions in the one
exactly.
question.
I know it's exciting sometimes to interview one of your favorite developers, but especially if there are other people in the room, be very considerate about that stuff.
Yep.
And if you don't cut it down, the translator will.
Yeah. Sometimes they just do it for you anyway, and you're like, sure.
You don't get your questions through. They just get the one that they like the most.
Yeah.
From Kristen G. Rosario. Season's greetings, allies. About roughly a year ago, I told you guys that around every time this year, I head to a local holiday-themed anime convention called Holiday Matsuri, wherein I wake up early Saturday morning, grab some breakfast downstairs in the hotel I'm staying at, and listen to the podcast. When thinking about my question for this year, I think about all the stuff I've been through in 2022, all the ups and downs of my life, and the hurdles living in Florida has given me. Yay, hurricanes! What got me through was video games and your podcast, of course. I always perk up when you guys chat about the questions I send in and get excited by your answers. It's nice to hear you guys technically talk with me through my questions. That's when I wonder what would happen if I got a chance to sit down with my favorite video game character. So my question is this. Which video game character would you sit down and speak with if you ever got the chance? What would you want to talk about? What would you ask them? Would you be very open in your conversation or hesitant considering the game world they're from? Happy holidays, and to all a good season.
Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, that's a
Arthur
good
Morgan
one.
forever is my favorite character ever. Straight up.
Well, what would you ask him?
Tell me.
How's life?
Give me some
Bad.
life advice. Yeah, give me some life advice. He's been through it,
Yeah.
He's probably got some nuggets of wisdom. He dropped some nuggets in the game.
Yeah. I don't think he's made some good decisions, though, also.
No. But near the end of his journey, he's like, from that point on, he could give you some good advice, good tips.
That's a good question.
I was thinking Thor from Ragnarok. Because one, I love the voice. Could just listen to that man talk all day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Also, there's like shades of like reminding me of like my dad and my dad's friends growing up.
Yeah.
And I also just think like with his characters, like you can tell that like you just got to break through that front.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot. He's got a lot to say.
Yeah, he does.
If you give him the time.
Totally. I'd like to have a drink with him. That'd be fun.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah.
No spoilers, but maybe not.
Just lore-wise, you'd end up in a drinking battle for sure.
Yeah.
You would lose.
Yep. Big time.
Sora. Talk to Sora. Yeah.
Nice.
Pick his brain.
I'm trying to think of someone who's like
Yeah.
well-traveled or like really
Yeah.
ancient.
Geralt.
Geralt, yeah. Samus comes to mind. I think but she doesn't talk much.
Nope.
No.
I talked to Sonic,
Oh,
Yeah.
and I'd ask him if he ever gets like tired.
Great
You
question.
know, does it like?
I don't know. Maybe.
Would he rather do something else? Like, what else would he do with his life if he
What
was
else
running
does he
around
like
like saving the
besides chili
world?
dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been exposed to more food? Would you like to like check out some different foods
Yeah.
and stuff? Dude, like taking a new person
Ramen.
to check out food for the first time
Yeah.
would like be pretty sick, actually.
Some ramen.
Dude, and like because he's Sonic, you'd be able to like get in anywhere, man.
Yeah.
So like be doing me a favor too,
Yeah.
like getting into some
Sonic.
good places. Yeah.
Maybe like the Emerald Herald or like one of the.
I'd just be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. No, I'd be like, explain it to me. Yeah.
Maybe like Kim Kutsuragi or whatever.
Oh, that's the one,
there you
dude.
go.
Yeah.
There
I
you
want to
go.
hang out with Kim Kitsuragi, dude. Oh, that is the one. That's the one.
From Danky Kang. Hey everyone, I've been doing a deep dive on PS1 games recently.
Oh.
That's a good deep
PS1
dive.
was my first console when I was 5 back in '97. For years, my only games were Crash Bandicoot and the demo disc that came with the console. Shout out to the Tekken 2 demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I remember that disc.
Since then, I have been eventually getting around to many of the games I wanted to play ever since I was a child with no income. Shout out FF Tactics.
Woo.
However, still to this day, I'm realizing how many cool-looking games exist on that console that I'd previously either only seen the box art for or never even heard of until recently, such as Crusader No Remorse. I'm curious to know which PS1 games you've always wanted to play but never got the chance, or maybe stayed away from based on their box art. I know some of those game covers were looking super ugly back in the old Blockbuster days, such as Forsaken. P.S. Huber needs to play Gekido Urban Fighters.
I think I played. Didn't they re-release one?
I don't know.
There was like a Game Boy Advance one. Is that what I'm thinking of?
We don't know.
Gekido? I just played one of those, I believe.
Mm.
If I'm thinking of the right thing.
But yeah,
I'm looking.
Yeah, it was
PS1
like
games you wanted to play but never got a chance.
Kintaro's Revenge?
Yeah. I beat that shit. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know because the previous episode I was talking about like going to Blockbuster and renting a lot of like the games. So I tried to go through every one I could.
Nice,
So I really didn't. It was just whatever was there, but that was pretty much what I was limited to because I feel like even like game magazine wise, I think I wasn't too terribly caught up on like the newest PlayStation games always constantly coming out, other than like the obvious biggest ones like Metal Gear Solid and the Final Fantasies. I can't really think of one. Like the one I was gonna say, but I ended up renting anyway was like Brave Fencer Musashi. But like, I don't think that had a bad box art though, in my opinion.
Yeah. I always wanted to play Alundra 2. I never played that. Played some of the first one, but
Nice.
I got those.
Yeah, I really missed a lot. I've caught up on quite a few over the years, but I still like even like a lot of the big RPGs, like Vagrant Story. I have
That
not
was
played.
my pick, damn it.
Yeah.
Vagrant Story is
Stole my
the
pick.
Vegas Story's great.
best looking
Story.
PlayStation 1 game.
damn.
I loved that game.
Yeah, it was a very ambitious game.
I never got past the tutorial of Driver.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah, the garage.
Okay.
I could not do it.
Okay.
I was
It's
so
called
hyped
Infamous.
for that game,
Yeah,
and I
Infamous.
couldn't do it. That one, maybe.
You got another one?
I was
already
going
had
to say
one.
that, but then I never finished Final Fantasy Tactics, but I played the PSP version like 20, 30 hours, but
Yeah.
I want to play like the original. But
Nice.
is War of the Lions just better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Xenogears, shout out. I finished it back in the
Xenogears.
day, but I don't remember it really, the end. Because it just becomes a movie, if I recall?
Becomes
Because they ran out of
text.
money?
It just becomes a bunch of text,
Right.
like a novel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe I didn't get to disc 2 as a kid. I don't remember.
From Reptile Scorpio. Howdy, allies. What do you think Microsoft should promise the FTC to pass the Activision deal?
Ooh.
My hopes are that they'll come out with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, Singularity 2, allow and embrace
Singularity,
unions, Sekiro 2, and finally a full-fledged Zork sequel.
Hell yeah, Zork. Shout out Zork.
Yeah, Zork and Singularity. I didn't
You
expect
know about this?
that.
I don't know
Yeah.
if they own Sekiro, the IP. Maybe they do. I don't think so, though.
I kind of think they don't.
Yeah. Because I don't think they published it in Japan.
That I'm not 100%
I don't think
sure
so.
on, but I think you're right.
Singularity's dope as shit.
They own all these promised Activision
FromSoft
projects.
has the copyright.
But I know what I would want.
Oh?
But but it wouldn't be Activision. Just like a promise from Microsoft.
Okay.
It's like, all right,
Banjo 3.
that's where you get it for multi-platform, baby.
Multi-platform Banjo
Every
3.
platform, including Switch. There you go. Let it come home.
Yep.
Let Banjo come home.
Warcraft 4. Or WoW 2.
WoW 2.
Dude, a Warcraft 4 would be sick.
Yeah, it would.
Without unit limits.
So few games like I can put my entire mind and body and feelings in the space when I played it. Warcraft 2 is one of those games
Yeah, dude.
where I can just like be there. So crazy. Such a strong feeling.
Xenogears is like that for me.
Yeah.
It has like a very palpable just feeling.
Yep. Yep.
Anyone want Lost Vikings to come back?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
That could be cool.
I
Little
haven't really
co-op
played
thing.
those.
Yeah, they did just
I
have
played
that
them, yeah.
on the Blizzard collection.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't play them.
I think Digital Eclipse did that with rock and roll racing and everything.
Cool. Dude, I
Yeah.
should try those.
We could start with another normal Banjo instead of Banjo versus whatever that is. Although, if it's Crash Bash or
Crash
whatever.
Bash.
Yeah.
New one? Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to see
I said
Punished.
Banjo, didn't I? I meant Crash. Sorry,
I want
Crash
to see
Bandicoot.
Punished Banjo, dude.
We play nuts and
Yeah.
bolts.
Sorry, I said wrong.
Does Banjo ever have an eye patch?
No.
No.
Or does he have a rival that has an eye patch?
Yeah, there's a character that has it in
Little pirate guy?
yeah, what's
Yeah.
The hippo dude?
Yeah.
some dude has it. I can't remember now.
Can't remember.
But yeah, sorry, I was talking about Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if that new one they
Ghost
announced
Pirate?
is going to be any good.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I just want another platformer.
Yeah. Crash
Like,
5.
Can you make
or
Crash
something.
5? Yeah.
They did the Insane Trilogy, right?
Yeah,
they
they
did
did
the newest.
4.
And 4. Yeah, 4.
We also get a brand new proper Spyro game. That'd be nice
Nice,
too.
sweet.
Yeah. You can start there.
Yeah. I mean, we just let some of those developers off the leash.
The Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Warcraft
cavalcade.
machine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
What
Splash damage and shit.
What else what else did they used to
Captain
make?
Raven?
Black Eye, I guess, has an eye patch.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got Raven Software.
I can't
Yeah.
remember what they
Vicarious
made.
Visions became Blizzard Albany, whatever.
Yeah.
Necrosoft. Or not Necrosoft. Neversoft.
Neversoft.
Yeah.
Soft, dude.
Do you think this deal would go through if the U.S. government basically said this could happen, but you have to sell off Call of Duty? You can keep everything else, but you
So
can't.
Call
keep
of Duty
Oh, you can't
becomes
keep Call of
its own
Duty?
company.
Well, they have to spin off the IP, and it has become
Maybe.
independent.
Maybe.
Kind of like IO Interactive kept Hitman, so it's like you could be the studios just can make it like a new name or whatever, like Call of Duty Studios or whatever, and
Yeah.
just
Well,
like
I
they
would
keep
say
the IP.
yes, because the only thing Sony's been complaining about is Call of Duty this
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
time.
But that's something.
But would
they're
Microsoft
not
still
gonna
be
let that-
interested in
No.
that deal, though? Is the
No.
point?
That's
Yeah.
not $69 billion. For
Yeah,
that
that's
Call of
not
Duty.
69.
But they reduced the cost. Like, yeah, we'll give it to you for a discount here.
Is Call of Duty going to sell more than Pokemon when the year's over?
Yes,
Do we
Yeah.
think? Yeah, like
Yeah.
it'll be
Yeah.
because it's multi-platform versus a
crazy.
single platform.
crazy. It's crazy.
It just it's not happening. I mean, it's going to sell a shit ton of copies,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just it can't.
Let's play a game. All right. From Jerry Young, time for another edition of How Well Do You Know Your Own Reviews?
Oh.
Not well.
Below are some Easy A reviews from this year
Okay, that helps.
Shit.
with keywords and phrases omitted. See if you can figure out the game. Love and respect.
I can't remember what I review half the time.
Same.
First one, blank has some rough edges to iron out, and in both puzzle mechanics and atmosphere, it doesn't stand quite as tall as some of its contemporaries. Also, while the family dynamic is a key part of the narrative,
It's you, right?
it feels like there's more gameplay potential there.
Somerville?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember you telling me
Whoa.
about that.
Shit.
Just in casual conversation, he was like, well, the puzzle gameplay is dynamic, but the family, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
The blank blank establishes a decent framework for a fresh new strategy franchise with a solid streamlined control scheme, but it's not quite fleshed out enough to keep gameplay interesting
Oh,
until
the
the
Deal
end.
Field? Is
Yep.
that- yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's one of the two.
You
Yeah.
give it a 7?
What?
You give it a 7?
No, I think I get a 6,
Oh.
5, I think.
Damn it.
They didn't teach you to talk on
I
mic at
wish
G4,
I
huh?
could have.
Nah, Huber's way back there.
Don't wave me off.
Woo!
For the most part, the years haven't been kind to the blank blank. But while blank has its problems, it's by far the most enjoyable and ambitious blank
It's
entry in a
me,
long
it's
time.
Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
Blank is a delightful little RPG that's thankfully gotten the second chance it deserves.
Oh.
Its new visuals look great, and the rearranged soundtrack brings each time frame to life.
Oh,
However,
it's
its blank
Brad.
story.
Live Alive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Time frame gave it away.
Yeah. Well, I think the first thing did.
Blank is a splendid sequel with a terrific new take on exploration while simultaneously revamping the combat for the better.
It's Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Splendid. Fastest one on the draw right there.
Splendid.
Overall, though, Blank has really outdone themselves with Blank in terms of capturing the essence of Blank.
Oh.
It nails so much of what makes Blank one of the best entries in the series, while simultaneously introducing improvements to go beyond the original scope. It would also be the perfect follow-up if not for the limitations of combat, which falls a bit short of the mark, despite a sincere endeavor to capture a sense of those grand turn-based battles.
Yeah.
In spite of these drawbacks, Blank marks another high point for the Blank genre and stands as one of the team's better collaborative projects in recent memory.
No, collaborative.
Collaborative.
Yeah. Oh.
Makes me want to say Stranger in Paradise, but would even do that.
No. It's.
Tommy, it's on the tip of his
Oh, I
tongue.
knew it at the first sentence, but I lost it. Damn it. I'm gonna be so mad.
Went from the
Yes.
fastest to the longest.
Yeah.
Collaborative.
Start saying stuff so jog my memory. And I'll
I don't
remember
know,
to say
dude.
I
it.
got nothing else. I could repeat things, but that's about it.
Guess the games.
That's it.
Blank,
said
has, Blank has really outdone themselves with Blank in terms of capturing the essence of Blank.
Blank has really outdone themselves.
Since it was.
Nails so much of what makes Blank one of the best entries in the series.
Amnesia Rebirth.
Definitely not. That was a
Not
year.
one of the
Keep-
best games.
say-
yeah.
Okay, go through it
Wait,
one
are
more
these all
time.
from this year?
I'll stop
While,
panicking.
while simultaneously introducing improvements to go beyond the original scope, it would almost be the perfect follow-up, if not for the limitations of combat, which falls a bit short of the mark, despite a sincere endeavor to capture a sense of those grand turn-based battles.
So it is Fire Emblem Heroes, right?
Fire Emblem Warriors.
Warriors, three
Yep.
hopes. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. I was
There you go.
There you go. Thank you.
Nice.
Because I like when you said the essence or whatever. I was like, I had it, but like I lost it. Like it's like instantly. I was like, shit.
No
And it-
Huber ones in that batch.
Nah.
Realized at the end there. Don't
Get
know
good,
why.
Huber.
Don't know why.
Probably didn't review
I
as
got
much
left
this
out
year.
on one too. Don't worry.
Didn't review as much.
Well, I think it's probably just like high stakes or feel the kill or something, and then makes it a little harder to
Culmination.
not tell who it is.
See the light leave their eyes.
From Level Capybara, hey allies, without saying it out loud, think of your desert island game. You know, that one game you'd want with you if you wound up stranded on a deserted island.
Easy.
Now, imagine you had to spend the rest of your life stranded on another ally's deserted island. Don't ask anyone else to confirm what the deserted island game is, but based on what game you think it might be, choose another ally's deserted islands. And then once we've got it,
We'll go to Breads.
reveal.
Isla's?
I could see the rundowns, but I would go to Bloods.
Me, go to Huber's.
I tried Damiani's. All right. Mine was Animal Crossing
Okay.
Nice.
because you can just play that forever.
Yep.
Nice.
Easy forever game.
Have fun in Yarnum, Damiani.
Yeah.
Sick.
Damiani, where am I going?
You're going to Eorzea.
Nice.
Oh, of course.
Nice.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Perfect.
Of course.
Dang.
That's the time.
That's a
Enjoy
good
being
one.
No
cat
more
girl.
responsibilities. I can finally play Final Fantasy 14.
And you say play.
Resident Evil 2 for
I'm
Hubert?
gonna get real good at it.
Yep. I know you're gonna be speedrunning it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jesus. I think you're gonna be playing WoW forever.
Chill. Let's play.
I think I picked an MMO because
it goes forever
yeah, it just keeps
Yeah.
going.
until they shut it down.
Yeah.
Just got to get
I was kind of hoping for
a
Zelda.
line
but
over to
what
that
can you
island.
do?
Well, I'm giving you more variety.
Or a satellite internet.
No,
or
no one
something.
picked Fortnite.
I went to Huber's because I thought it was gonna be fun.
Yeah. Duh. Yeah.
Quick
I can play this forever.
Quick one from Zach Wojnar.
I thought you'd pick Red Dead.
Who has custody of buttons? I know the answer.
Is it Jones? I think.
Yep,
Yeah,
Brandon
I think it's
Jones.
Jones.
I think Button's like escaped to an island or something. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Last
an
time I heard-
expat.
Yeah, last time I heard Buttons was missing.
Yeah.
Thought I saw him on a milk carton.
From Rahul Masal. What do you think of the new Best Score soundtrack for video games and other interactive media category at the Grammys? Do you think this is a good step for recognizing video game content in traditional media? What other ways do you think video games should be recognized in mainstream circles? The eligibility period was October 1st, 2021 through Friday, September 30th, 2022, if you want to talk about weird
Oh, wow. It's not even a full year.
periods. Yeah. The nominees are Austin Wintory for Aliens Fireteam Elite. Stephanie Economo
Good music in there.
for Assassin's Creed Valhalla Dawn of Ragnarok.
Okay.
Bear McCreary for Call of Duty Vanguard.
Oh, for Vanguard.
Richard Jakes for Guardians of the Galaxy. And Christopher Tin for Old World. I have not heard of either him or the game.
You know Christopher
Oh, wait,
Tin.
no, I have heard of Old World, but don't know too well. But
You
I
know
have heard
Christopher. Oh yeah,
Christopher Tin.
first Grammy winner of all time for a song from a video game, Baba Yetu.
Oh,
he's the
that's-
composer
okay,
for
got it.
a lot of the Civ stuff.
Is this
Not
also,
all of it, but
is,
some of it.
Is the Grammys work where you have to also be like a member or something, even be eligible?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know all the
Yeah.
politics of
Yeah.
the Grammys.
Yeah.
But I know Austin Wintory was one of the first people that was nominated.
Yeah.
It's
It's a start.
Journey came
Yeah,
out.
it's a
I
start. I
see
like
it.
it.
It's good. Yeah,
It's a
I think it's
start, for sure.
positive. I mean,
Because if you're not exposed to video game music, but you hear
Yeah.
some like Final Fantasy Symphony, I mean,
Yeah.
that shit is like
Yeah.
as good as any movie or recording artist out there, you know? So
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I actually know somebody that went to the Final Fantasy concert who doesn't play Final Fantasy.
Cool.
Probably blown away.
Nice.
And it was just they had the opportunity to get out and see an orchestra.
Heck yeah.
So there it was.
That's sick.
From Lee Exel. Hello, allies. Long time, first time, and all that preamble. It seems to me that a massive amount of game discourse gets caught up around the concept of realism, immersion. And then people start shouting things like ludonarrative dissonance. And it's time to barricade the bunker doors. I might be alone in this, but I love the fact that games are something crafted in the same way I love to look at a carved and painted diorama, a finely engraved piece of jewelry, a Lego village, or a painting. I don't expect any of these things to make me forget my existence, but just to allow me to see the beauty in the world. Perhaps see through another's perspective, maybe a specific point they're trying to illustrate, or turn a lens on. When I was first playing Populous on my Amiga or Medieval and Wipeout on my PS1, through my decades of adventures with Solid Snake or Nathan Drake, I never needed to feel immersed. I loved the games for what they were, a beautifully crafted world for me to explore, like a kid or Brandon Jones in Disneyland. Isn't that part of the beauty of these ways of telling stories, that they are artful things, ultimately artifice made with skill and love by talented people, and made for people to take their time with and enjoy. Love and respect, Merry Christmas, and a well-earned break for you all.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Yeah, I always get offended when people are like, "Oh, it's just a walking simulator." Like, "Oh, I don't like to read too much." And it's like, as long as I have a controller in my hand and I'm like inputting my perspective at all into the game, whether that's a choice in the game or just like going through it and bopping on a Goomba, like, to me, that is a video game. Like, you are controlling something. Even if you're experiencing someone else's story in a game, you are doing it, and that is active, and that is different than a movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
So I like that.
To me, the only where the difference comes is like, what are the devs saying that they're aiming for?
Mm-hmm.
So like if they tout realism,
Yeah.
then I'm expecting realism. So then if something is breaking from that, I'll take note of it.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
it'll like take me out of the experience just because I've been set up to expect realism.
Right.
Whereas like games that don't have that as a metric, I don't even think about it. Like I don't think about realism in a From game with the ragdoll physics and stuff because it's like so gamey, or in Mario, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas like, you know, I mean, obviously the meme answer, like Last of Us 1 OG, like if I'm battling clickers and Ellie like jumps over a table and knocks a bunch of cans over, I'm gonna notice it, you know?
Totally.
It doesn't
Yeah.
like destroy the whole thing, but it's just like,
The Christopher Nolan effect.
right, you taught me to expect something and then you're breaking it yourself. That to me is the only time that it ever like
Great answer.
quote unquote matters, not that it even
Yeah.
does.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Love
definitely an internal consistency kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, and that can even go beyond things of like whether they're realistic or not. It's like, if you just fall through the ground, you know, like you're taken out of the game because the ground is no longer the ground. It's just a weird texture that you just went through and clipped over.
Conversely, sometimes bugs make things even more fun.
True.
Like the Devil in Me.
Yes.
Pre-patch bugs that we were encountering during our playthrough, they were excellent.
So
I
fun.
loved them. It's all just part of the experience, you know. It's what you expect and what you are looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like love things that break from reality. Damiani, what you're saying?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I've always never really looked at. I don't gravitate towards games that advertise themselves as being like realistic or go for like realism, I guess. Like the game that I am most turned off by is a game that tries to recreate like modern day and reality with like as is, like as is with like no changes. It's close to that. Because I feel like I see it so much in like other mediums, and I tend to like video games aren't just a way to like for different storytelling. It's a way to like push further into like different visual aesthetics. Kind of like animation can do stuff that live action can't do.
Yeah.
Video games can also do that as well. So I gravitate towards things that look less like reality, and go from there. And yeah, like the about like escapism and stuff, like it's for me it doesn't have to be about being realistic. It's just like, can like I be engrossedness, and like by immersion doesn't mean like it's not realistic, so I'm not immersed in it. It's just are things working as they're supposed to be, and it's creating like the vision or the intention of like art, whether it's creator's intent or my interpretation of it is just like clicking with me, and I'm just enjoying it and having a good time.
Yeah, because Fortnite is like cartoony, but I'm immersed.
But yeah, and that's what it's like doing. I feel like to your point, Isla, the only times I feel like I'm like get that disappointment when I'm blindsided by like marketing, when a game is marketed a certain way, but like that's not what the game like in the end really is. It's like feels like it's a necessary evil sometimes because they gotta sell. Marketing needs to sell the games, so they create these hype trailers, and you think you're getting this out of a game, and then you go play it, and like that's not what the game like completely is, or only a part of the game is even like that. And then the rest of it is something a little bit different, and it doesn't happen too often, but I've definitely been burned on it. Like not quite like the ride-in bait and switch, but I'm talking about like story teases, like you're invested in a series, and they tease a trailer, and like your mind rushes to something, a conclusion, and they clearly know what they're doing, and then you play it and like none of that was in there. Like
Last
what
of Us Part 2, anybody?
I mean, yeah, I didn't play that, but I know a lot of people had that. Yeah, a lot of people had that happen in that too. So yeah, I think that's valid, but that's not common though. I feel like not like movie trailers where like you feel like you see the whole movie sometimes, stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah,
Just like in chronological order to a movie trailer.
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Those are the worst. Around this time is when he gets like some like sympathetic movie about like either an animal or a family, and it's literally just like the same story you hear like every like few years of the ending. Like can't stand like dog movies because like they're gonna like they're gonna die at the damn end. I'm like I don't want to watch this, please.
I actually have a theory about that I've said before, but like that's why dog movie trailers always tell you the ending because you're not gonna go if you need to know if the dog lives or dies going in.
Yeah.
You have to know.
And those are always the ones like the trailers in chronological order, and it literally just shows you there it is. There's the movie. Enjoy.
I think dog movies are like the only ones where that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Like I do want to see the whole movie before seeing the movie.
Yeah.
The one that I kind of definitely relate to there is when they're when people go off about Uncharted or Tomb Raider and just like murdering all these people or whatever, and it's it's a shooter.
I don't know
what you want to do.
Shit so much, blood. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a weird take, I think.
God, it's such a weird take.
I think it's a weird take, yeah.
It's like, yo, it's still a video game.
They're also all wearing the same clothes. You notice that?
Yeah, like you don't go into every single movie you ever watch. Like movies are like truncated experiences, so like a lot goes down in a short amount of time because it's a movie and it needs to make those concessions.
Yeah.
Same thing about video
it's
games.
Like, Uncharted makes it pretty clear to me, I think, of its tone
Yeah.
and what to expect from it.
God.
I think that like I don't agree with those criticisms either, but like I can see why they would come about because like again like the cutscenes and stuff, there's like a little bit of whiplash where it's like the cutscenes seem to be taking place in something that at least closely resembles our reality, and then you mow down 70 people. And then, like, you're just talking to your brother like nothing just happened. It's just like, like clearly,
and
obviously,
one
it's
of
a
them
video
is this
game.
big ogre-shaped man,
Right.
with like a huge barrel of like shotgun shells across
Right.
his chest.
Like, obviously, it's a game, but like to me, that is, I could see why people would have that argument. For
Like
sure.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
but
gets
they're
his hands
Nazis
dirty.
usually. They're Nazis usually, so that's okay.
I mean, I'm just saying the body count. The body
Yeah,
count
yeah,
in
yeah,
China is
yeah.
a high. Indiana Jones is a high body count.
For sure.
From RF Switch, season's greetings, allies. Do graphics and frame rates really matter? Honestly, I know many people love to scream about how great 4K hyper-realistic graphics at 60 frames per second are, but are they relevant to the games we play? After all, lots of games don't have hyper-realism. Hades, for example, which looks incredible. Even without being at 60 frames per second, Splatoon 3 might be one of the best-looking games on the Switch to date. It is 60 frames per second for the most part. This thought came from everyone saying how awful Chrono Cross looked when it was re-released this year. Obviously, it looks fantastic, especially compared to the PS1 era, but people got so caught up on the frame rates. Frame rates that haven't really changed from the original game and honestly don't matter because the game is a fast-forward feature anyway. Are we putting far too much stock in the looks of the game?
No, not with Chrono Cross. It's 2022. Expectations have gone up in video games. It's not a PS1 game anymore. You're playing this on like a PlayStation 5. It should run at a consistent, smooth frame rate. It's like, yeah, I do expect better frame rate. Like, imagine playing a fighting game with just like bad frame rate. It'd be like it would be horrible.
Yeah, I only care about frame rate today. In today's age, I will turn like. You remember I was hyping up ray tracing before it came out for so long? Yeah. And now it's just like, dude, if any kind of ray tracing prohibits 60 frames, off. It's like the first thing I turn off now, ray tracing, because it just like buckles my frame rate.
Yeah.
So it's really all I care about. Because for me, when the frame rate is smooth, whether it's a realistic looking game or a Hades really awesome art style or a Fortnite cartoony, if it's running stable at 60, it's just like easier for me to lower my guard and just get into the game. Like when the frame rate's all over the place or it's like, bouncing around, or if it's even like 30, I'm just like, I feel slower, I feel sluggish, and I just notice it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas graphics, like, if I turn it down, or if I turn ray tracing on and off, like, I can kind of tell, I guess, but I'm not like always taking knees at, I take a lot of knees, but I'm not like looking at every surface. So I think if the graphics are a little worse, it's fine for me.
I definitely like improved frame rates. I'm with you. Frame rates matter more. But yeah, my brain just tells me higher frame rates, at least like stable frame rates and higher frame rates just look better. And the best kind of like reinforcement of this was twofold. Seeing Pilot Wing 64 on Nintendo Switch online service running at stable frame rate, consistent. I was like, yo, this looks better to me.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, oh, the nostalgia factor. They're like, well, you know what? I remember how it played. I don't need to see it again. I like seeing it in better performance. And speaking of fast forward features, Final Fantasy VII, every version that has fast forward, I always, in combat, always enable it because how slow everyone moves in combat. It just looks like hate's too strong a word. I dislike how it looks now, how slow it is. When the fast forward looks normal to me now. There's like, I'm so used, it looks like it's 60 frames. This feels good.
Yeah.
And when I turn it off, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a relic. Like, I get it. I enjoyed it at the time, but man, it looks so much better when it's moving at 30 or 60 frames than like all the old games running at like sub 30.
I always bring up the one key example that completely changed my trajectory with frame rates. I used to not care, whatever, don't even notice. Last of Us Remastered, you can toggle it on and off. You do quality mode and performance mode. So it's 30 with like better shadows, whatever, or 60. And just seeing that in real time, like you said, it looks better when it's 60. It actually looks better because everything is just smooth and yeah, it's hard to explain, but it just looks and feels so much better.
Yeah, I think their point about hyper-realistic, it doesn't matter to me as much. As long as it just I think your game could look very appealing without being the most cutting edge graphically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's for me, it's like I like to find that balance, and like I'm hoping that like when people make PC games, like they'll start to learn from like the console performance graphics options to like make some of that a little bit simpler, because because like you're saying, it's like right now, it's just like when you go to a PC game, it's like, okay, which of these options is gonna give me the look I want, but also optimize my frame rate, and like you're saying, like the easiest thing is ray tracing because it's such a hit.
First thing,
but sometimes the frame rate is a CPU thing, right? And so then like you've got to figure out whatever else and it's like if they just had like those same kind of simple toggles rather than the low, medium, high, which sometimes like you look at the medium and the low, it's like this looks like garbage. It's like the frame rate's better, but come on, Or you get those people that like put it on low just so that like they'll see everybody. You can't hide in the grass kind of tricks.
The professional gamers, rocking their low settings.
Look at this. Go. You got this like 2002 looking version of the game just so that you can get more headshots. Like,
there you go.
Not into that.
I think stable frame rate is super important.
Yeah.
Like I think of Ocarina of Time. That game runs at like 24 frames or something like that, but it feels more stable.
We hope it runs at 24.
We hope it does. But I'm just saying it doesn't
does.
feel, and it is. It's an older game. I understand that, but it's not the end all be all. But in the year 2022, I expect games to be at a solid performance, or at least a consistent one.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about
consistency
Witcher
more
3 right now.
important than rate. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you're saying, but like, I always love a good artistic choice, first of all, with graphics, but also like, if you are going for realism, just like, make sure that the graphics you're going for are commensurate with your budget and your ability to optimize, which I guess is included in your budget. Because it's always like really funny when something sticks out. Think the door from 7 Remake, where it's just like, you just didn't finish that, or what?
Yeah, what happened there?
Yeah, stuff like that.
So weird.
It's fixed now.
They fixed it now,
Yeah.
Needed another generation, dude.
That's
PS5.
Yeah. PS6.
Held back.
Let's play a game. From Sponge J1. Greetings, allies. It's almost Christmas when I'm writing this, and there's no better present in gaming than to see your favorite IP or character hop into the amalgamation that is Fortnite.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
No.
I don't know why I sniffed it.
So below, I've listed out a bunch of
That
characters
was weird.
or IPs who may or may not have made it into Fortnite already.
Oh,
To make it easier, this includes
got you.
skins and cosmetics.
let's go.
So the Tenet preview doesn't count, as it didn't have any actual items. Let's see if you can guess who has and has not hopped aboard the battle bus so far.
Oh man, the Hubert challenge has begun.
Ready.
Finally.
Bonus points if you can guess the specific items.
Ooh.
That's no way. I can just do skins. There's no way.
Well, I think including skins, but yeah. Goat Simulator.
Yes, that's in there.
Yeah, I used it the other night.
Yeah, I hate
Oh,
it.
yeah?
Yeah.
You hated it?
Yeah, it's ugly. I hate
It's
it.
amazing.
Yeah, there's a skin called The Goat.
Yep.
that
I
you
literally
could
used
have
it
bought
like 2
or
nights
gotten
ago.
free by purchasing Goat Simulator 3 on the Epic Games Store
Yep.
in the first release year.
Do you
good.
just play as a goat?
Yeah, it's really good. It's got like the tag,
It's
the
not
like
good. It's
number
ugly.
tag. It's hideous and awesome.
The Matrix.
Yes.
Yep.
The glider and the emotes.
Yeah, and the weapon skins. It's
Seen
like the yep.
The green.
And this taunt. They've got this one.
The bullet.
Oh,
And they
nice.
have Trinity's kick.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's no skin, but there was a series of emotes, including Neo's bullet dodge and Trinity's high kick,
Sick.
and the free glider of a Sentinel.
The Sentinel, that's such a good one.
Yeah, I've
That
seen
one
that. That
rules.
looks awesome.
Godzilla.
I rock it with Sarah Connor. The machine connection.
Nice.
I'm
Is
gonna say
a
no.
Godzilla?
I'm gonna
Godzilla.
say
No. No.
I think that's Call of Duty.
That is Call of Duty.
Nope. While Godzilla has appeared in Warzone and PUBG, the Monsterverse has never appeared in Fortnite.
The Monsterverse.
Near.
No.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Frankenstein.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so great too. You can do like a black and white version of it. It's
Yep.
phenomenal.
Huber is somehow reading my rundown.
I play Fortnite.
Pokemon.
No.
You
Yeah,
wish.
right.
You wish.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
No.
Not yet.
That'd be great, dude. Give me that Robotnik.
They
Sonic
went-
was in Fall Guys.
That's right. Went
Yeah.
to Fall Guys.
Yeah. And which is epic now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tron.
No.
Tron.
No. I'm nervous, but
That's
no.
a-
I'm
that's
nervous, but no.
Do they no light cycles?
I'm nervous too. I'm gonna say no.
Damiani.
I mean, I trust them. No.
I'm not sure, but I think it's no.
It's yes.
Oh.
Series of skins themed after Tron, as well as pickaxes.
Oh, cool.
What skins? Who?
I assume
They didn't get any more detail on that.
Crazy, dude. I missed that one.
Rinsler.
That's a rare one. I haven't seen that. I wonder if that was Battle Pass or seasonal or shop.
Fucking Rinsler, dude.
Damn.
Ghostbusters.
I think so. Yeah. I think there's been like I don't think.
Yeah,
it's been
there's
the
a back
characters.
bling, dude.
Yeah.
I know I have a
I
back
think you
bling.
can buy like skins though, like Cobra Kai style.
Yeah.
Just random.
Yep. Well, none of the actors' likenesses are featured.
Yeah.
There was a series
Nice.
of generic characters in Ghostbusters outfits, as well as an Ecto-1 themed glider, complete with a siren.
Cool.
Sick.
You missed out, Damiani.
That's still cool.
Dungeons and Dragons.
No.
No.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got
Yeah.
Hopper.
They had the map part too, right?
Do they have a part of the map?
Hawkins,
Didn't-
maybe? Did they?
didn't they
They
do
might have had a
part of it?
quest or
I
something.
thought you told me they did or something.
I know they got the Demigorgon and Hopper
Yeah,
at least.
Hopper knows.
Those are the ones.
Nice.
Okay.
Castlevania.
No.
I wish.
I wish.
That would be
No.
sick.
God.
Attack on Titan.
No, that
No.
was Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, that was Call of Duty.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, while there hasn't been
Okay.
a Fortnite crossover, Attack on Titan did have an event crossing over with PUBG.
Oh, it's
PUBG. Sorry, it was
Sorry,
some
PUBG.
other shooter.
PUBG,
Yeah.
PUBG.
Nice.
I want to just.
I thought it was
I
Call
thought
of
there was
Duty, though.
something new with Attack on Titan recently.
There's a VR game, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That sounds like a
Crazy
headache
VR
waiting to
game.
happen.
Dun, 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 dun,
Zipping around with that wire blade. Oh my god.
Yeah, Attack on Titan VR Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
I gotta get back into Attack on Titan. Dude, that was good.
From JRMX. Yo, where's a new Turok? I'm craving busting up some Fricos with a cerebral bore.
Fuck yeah.
Over or under 2 years on a new one? Or am I just a psychopath?
You're a psychopath.
Yeah.
No. It's coming. It's coming. It's
Who
coming.
owns it?
What?
Who owns the IP? Why are you so sure of this?
Everything
Isn't it
comes
like
back.
Dark
In
Horse
2
or
years?
Every
In 2 years?
single thing has come back or is coming back or will come back.
A new one? Not in 2 years. You're a fool.
Dude,
You're
they
a
had
damn
the
fool.
remasters.
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
it.
pulse. There is a pulse
There's
of the
a pulse.
franchise.
Whoa, what?
Games aren't. Do they announce one?
DreamWorks owns the
Oh, they
rights
own
to
that.
Yeah, the
Turok.
last one was like a Disney thing. Yeah.
Dude, Turok
No, DreamWorks.
will rise again.
Not in
Turok,
2 years.
Oh yeah, the last
Not
game
a
was
game in 2
Disney
years.
Interactive.
all
What the
right,
heck?
over 2 years, but it will return.
I don't know. I'm saying no.
I believe it.
DreamWorks is crazy.
I think it has a better
Yeah.
chance of coming back, I hate to say it, than Onimusha. I think there's way more hype and hope for Turok.
There's been so many dinosaur games. Why not?
Now's the time.
Yeah.
Now is the time. Fucking Adam Driver's making some sci-fi dino movie, dude. They're in right now.
65,
They're
dude.
in.
Well, because the last couple flopped.
Well, there was only 1 through 3, Brood War, and the reboot. The reboot,
What was the GameCube one? Blood.
Evolution as well.
Yes.
Great call.
Those are all bad.
Yeah, from
They're all
3,
bad.
1 and 2 are phenomenal. Brood War. Rage
Rage
Wars.
Wars.
Rage War.
Rage Wars
Brood War is
is
what?
incredible, and I love it.
That's StarCraft.
I don't know if it holds up now.
It was fun at
It
the
was
time,
very fun.
but it's multiplayer only.
Yeah, but I played a
Which
shit
will not
of
hold
it.
up nowadays.
Dude, you could be the dinos.
Yes.
The cerebral bore is legendary. When you do it, they're like when you suck their brain out.
Oh,
The reboot had really, really good knife kills. The problem was Turok has a history of really awesome weapons,
Oh yeah.
and the reboot's weapons were
Whack.
trash.
Whack.
One of the worst shotguns in gaming.
Yeah.
It's like a little pistol. But it's coming back. I believe. I believe.
Not in 2 years. Not in 2 years.
I feel like
Not
of
in 2
any
years.
dinosaur themed thing, Dino Crisis
Of course.
is first.
But it's a Deep Impact Armageddon situation, dude. All tides raise the ships, man. Dino Crisis comes out as huge. Boom. Turok sneaks in off its coattails.
Do you think we can get a Turok skin and Exoprimal?
That would be sick. Regina, maybe. Regina skin.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
There's already a character that looks like Regina in that
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
That's why everyone's pissed off too.
That's true.
From Brandon K. Gann. When it comes to releases, how much is too much? I'm writing this the day after the Game Awards, and as far as release dates go, I'm left with how March is massively filled. There's some games spread out, most notably Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores, April 19th.
That's VR, right?
Zelda. No, that's the expansion. That's the Hollywood one.
Yeah.
Zelda in May, Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy in June.
Diablo also.
Yeah,
Something else
but
in
with
May
so
now.
much coming out, as of my writing, with a March release date, what, in your opinion, when is too much? When is there too much? Do you think there's a sweet spot of release cadence? For example, one release a week? Or as long as there's new and exciting stuff, the more the merrier?
There's always too much.
For
Right.
us, yeah, but not
Yeah.
everyone plays as much as we do.
Yeah, but it does sadden me sometimes when a game is anticipated for quite a while and it comes out, it has its moment for, a week or two, and then that's it. So I feel like with the amount of games now, the conversation around some of them is just a little shorter, and that's what I miss. But like obviously the big ones, the God of Wars and the Elden Rings, we talk about them all year, but I feel like those middle of the road games just kind of come out and disappear.
Or, depending on your group, right? Like,
Yeah.
With, Horizon, it just kind of happened twice, where it's like,
Yeah.
came out when everyone's playing something
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, that's my only real concern
bummer.
is like a game comes out too close to another big game, and or they're very similar types of games.
Right.
Because you could argue that like if a big shooter comes out in the same month as a big RPG, well, it might be two different audiences, but if like two big shooters come out the same week, or two big RPGs, or two big open world games within
Right.
like 1 or 2 weeks of each other, that's where I get like it's probably
you
too
can play
crowded.
a 10-hour horror game on the side of your big JRPG, but you're not going to play a big JRPG and another big JRPG on the same week.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll ever get to like actually be too much, because I feel like it is too much for us because we play a lot of shit, but just think about all the streaming content. There's so much.
Well, I always
that
think
things just kind of disappear or don't catch on, not because lack of quality, but just what's going on in the world and people miss it.
Yeah, I wonder how many people will buy games but not actually play them. Like, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to play it. I know I'm going to play it. And then, but because there's someone playing something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happens to me.
I bought Tactics Ogre.
Mm-hmm. So we got on the MPD, baby.
Yeah. Who knows I want to play that.
From the champ. Happy holidays. Do you think these games as a service, Fortnite, Overwatch, Destiny, are good or bad for gaming? Feels like these games are turning gaming into chores. Gotta get my dailies. Gotta grind before the season's over. I really want to play Fortnite, but the grind to unlock cool stuff takes time. Every time I boot up Fortnite, I play one game and turn it off. It feels like a waste of time. I want to enjoy Fortnite, but the grind to get there takes forever. Overwatch is starting to feel like a grind as well. Before, I used to play Overwatch once or twice a week for hours. Now my mindset is better do 3 quick matches to get my dailies, because I need that XP. And if my weeklies and dailies are finished, there's no reason to play the game until the reset. Sometimes I end sessions with my friends because I completed everything. Now what? I don't know. Does anyone else feel like this? I'm happy that every game isn't like this, but I feel that most games are trying to get this type of daily grind started.
Go ahead.
Yeah, 2 things to say that. 1, if you're not enjoying it, you shouldn't be playing it. Like, if it's becoming a chore, play other games. Like, I feel like if you're telling yourself this feels like a chore, it's time to stop. It's like the battle pass, the extras you're working on lock should be like cherries on top. Like,
exactly.
If you like, you should be able to feel comfortable playing the game for like no rewards and getting enjoyment out of it. Otherwise, I would probably personally reevaluate why I'm playing.
Yeah, I actually love when I finish my dailies and stuff in Fortnite, because then it's like, all right, you can just play.
Exactly.
Don't have to worry about it. Just go.
And 2, like, go play other games. Like, if you just do your dailies, if you're enjoying it and you do it, and you don't have to keep playing it forever. Like, play as much as you feel like you want to play, whether it's enough for you to satisfy your weeklies or dailies, or even less than that. And then go play. It's not like some of these games, they are meant to be like a grind, but they also consider you are going to play other games. So they don't make it so unrealistic that that's the only game you could ever play. Because if there's only a game you could ever play to be able to realistically unlock stuff, there'd be so much pushback
Destiny
on that
2,
game.
Dude, I quit Destiny 2, Damiani, for like recently for a while because the bounties. The freaking bounty grind. It was homework. It was not fun. I'm like, dude, I'm not having fun doing all these chores. Whereas Fortnite, it's cosmetics, so it's not really important. You can just drop any time, and you're at an even playing field with everyone. And it's really easy to get tier 100 in Fortnite. Yeah. It's like a joke. They like give it away if you play like casually.
Yeah, you can play casually.
You can play like once a week and get level 100 in the season. They just give you so many ways to get XP. They give you so many things. Like. Really easy to get.
Yeah, if you're
super easy.
I think if you're playing a game and your main thing is just doing dailies and whatever, then like that's not the game for you. It's like when they said they used to play Overwatch.
Yeah,
I'm like, the game's like, it's like still Overwatch. Just play the game. You liked playing Overwatch before.
Yeah.
Just play the game.
Yeah.
But if your mind is so fixated on that, then like don't play it.
Because I totally relate to that when it comes to Destiny 2. Because Destiny 2. Because the things you're earning are like needed and valuable in the game. It's like, I gotta get these weapons, or I gotta get my power up, or I gotta finish this quest to, So that game to me is that feeling of so much stress. Every time I'm logging in, I'm just like, gotta get my bounties, gotta take care of all these first. Can't even like think about enjoying the game because I gotta use this gun for this bounty. It's like, dude. So yeah, I totally get that.
From Chris Irely. Hey allies, with the holidays coming up, I was wondering if you had any fond memories that happened to you, gaming related or not, during this time of year. For me, I remember getting my first home console during Christmas. My parents got me a PS1 with Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Crash Bandicoot 2, and Jet Moto. Changed my life and got me into console gaming forever. Anything similar for you?
Yeah, I remember getting Super Nintendo for Christmas. It was the Link to the Past bundle. Oh man, that was juicy.
I got Super Nintendo with Super Mario World, the OG launch title. and got original Pilot Wings and F-Zero, I believe, were the 3 games. So I had those 3 games.
Pretty early then, right?
Yeah, and it was like, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah.
I'll never forget my brother's face when he ran into my room on Christmas Day with a big box. He's like, "Open this right now." And it was the Gran Turismo 3 PS2 bundle.
Sick.
We just booted that thing up. It's amazing.
Dude, sick.
Yeah, I think what's funny is I don't have as clear of a memory of the year I actually got my Super Nintendo, but like the year that it came out, you know, like getting to like rent that, you know, for like my birthday and Christmas and stuff. You know, when playing through Super Mario World and all of that.
Could you save your data on Super Nintendo, right?
It was saved on the cartridges.
You can save on card. Yeah.
Some
So it's
games
just
had
like,
saved.
what-
But with Super Mario Brothers 3 on NES, you had to leave it on.
Yeah.
NES,
Yeah,
except
yeah,
for
yeah,
like
yeah.
Zelda, which don't die.
God, I remember leaving it on so
I
much.
think my other big one was not from me, but my brother getting PlayStation 2 for Christmas. Like just because like that box was sick looking and
so
stuff. It was
blue, dude.
pleasure to watch it being opened and stuff and
Yeah.
being set up, and then like watching him booting up Madden for the first time and just being like, this looks
Too.
good.
Popping
Yeah.
a DVD in. Whoa.
Yeah, playing movies on it. And we had a movie player finally. Like, yeah, it was
Nice.
pretty nice.
SNES. So wait, Blood, you rented a SNES for a while? Before you owned one?
So what's actually funny is I think the year the Super Nintendo came out was actually the year I was able to get my own NES.
Nice.
And so I had saved up some money, and then my mom did the thing where like she put the rest of the money that I would need to get
Yeah.
a used NES from the flea market.
Heck yeah, dude.
You know, but it was in like this giant box, and then there's another box, and there's another box, and like eventually there's like an envelope with the cash in it.
That rules.
From Mikhail. Hello, allies. I was one of the lucky Steam Deck winners from the Game Awards.
Pissed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm mostly
Congrats.
writing this to brag.
Send a thank you note to Christopher Judge.
Brag it up.
What'd you say, Ella?
Oh, I said send a thank you note to Christopher Judge.
Oh, sure. But I guess I'll write a question too. What are your favorite games / genres to play on a handheld? I found that roguelites work very well on portable systems. Also, if you have any experience with Steam Deck, are there any tips or recommendations that you have, Isla?
I do have a Steam Deck. Rogue Legacy 2 works really well on it. Immortality worked well on it.
Nice.
Going through Tactics Ogre right now. You can look if it has the little I, like letter I. You can look to see like if it doesn't just say verified. If it says playable, you can click on that and see what the problem is. Because sometimes, like there's a game I downloaded the other day, which I think is out, but I won't specify, I guess. But it had the playable, not verified. But the only problem was sometimes you need to invoke the keyboard or have a keyboard to type
okay.
something, which I've run into before. Like there was something I couldn't name something because I had to type something. That was before I had a keyboard hooked up to it. But yeah, the Steam Deck is great. It's really good, and the Steam Deck dock works really well. I know there are a bunch of options. I wound up with the official one, but there are a bunch of options, and it works really well. You have to set it to automatically scale the HUD or the graphics, which I don't know if it defaults to.
Got it.
Also, fun thing you can do if you boot it into desktop mode, there's a thing called like Dolphin Market or some weird thing. I don't remember exactly, but basically it's preloaded with emulators. Just saying. They're in there. You just have to click install, and they're already there in the Windows quote unquote Linux system back in the back end, and then you can put like DuckStation or whatever. Potentially you could put something like that on there if you so chose, and play your legally purchased games on it. Steam Deck is great. End of monologue.
None. All games are worse handheld.
Not true.
That's false,
That's
actually.
actually
That's
very not
actively
true.
false.
Yeah.
I play a majority of my Switch games in handheld mode. So.
too.
I play the majority of my PC games in handheld.
barf.
only would prefer handheld if it's designed specifically around that, like some of the DS games. I remember
Super Mario
like
3D
touchscreen.
Land.
Yeah, and the 3D and like that, I guess. Is
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
But otherwise, nah.
But
is
dude,
not.
though,
No,
like,
good.
there's nothing better than playing like anything you want on an airplane. Like, I could play these PC games on an airplane.
Yeah,
dude.
but that's like once every 2 years.
There's nothing like lying down my back, that little like neck thing I have that holds my Switch above my head, and just having your hands by your side because you can use like
Dude.
detachable Joy-Cons, and just like relaxing and
That's
playing.
how I am on my couch,
It's
baby.
just- no, this is
I
more
lay
comfortable.
down
No, this
fully
is
on my
more
couch.
like screen's right there in front of you, so you don't
You
even
have a
know
thing that
like,
holds it in front of you?
Yeah, like you're
Metal,
badass.
dude.
No, I was told to get one of
Link
those so
that
you don't
to
get
me,
bad
dude.
neck stuff. Like
Yeah.
if you watch stuff on your phone in bed, you're not supposed to lean. You're supposed to like lie back and
Yeah.
lay flat.
Just playing a TV.
Yeah, just play it on TV.
No,
Good to
Problem
go.
solved.
Sit in a
TV's
chair.
No.
Problem
Solved.
solved.
Yeah.
no,
The TV's
Sit in
horizontal.
a chair.
no. I just want to be. My bed's more comfortable. It's so comfy.
This is a new
Sometimes
level
like,
of laziness.
other people get
that
on
I am.
couches and stuff. You want to be near them.
Oh,
Play
I'm
on
not
the
getting
screen
my
for
bed.
ants.
dude,
Or a nice
Damiani,
big-
But it's
link
right in
me,
front of my face, so it's like nice.
link me that thing, Damiani.
But yeah, from my perspective, yeah, 2D stuff, turn-based
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, like when you get into like big open, like I don't even really like playing like something like Zelda or Mario Odyssey in handheld mode. It's just like exploring big 3D spaces just doesn't work as well for me on a smaller screen.
True.
But like all that NES classic stuff, in.
Oh, yeah.
Rogue Legacy 2, if I had it on handheld, in. You know, yeah.
False. I was playing Elden Ring on an airplane and it was tight.
But I like to play. I'd prefer to play new 3D Mario, new 3D Zelda first on a nice screen or whatever in docked mode, obviously. When I'm going back to play them after the fact, I'm done with them. I'm replaying some
Little
parts.
item cleanup.
Yeah, like 100%ing. I'm just playing chill handheld mode whenever I can.
But also, like Huber,
Yo.
the Steam Deck is basically just a big girl Switch because, like,
Yeah, Steam
with
Deck
the
is
dock,
intense.
with the dock, you have your computer on your TV.
Yeah.
I have a little mouse and keyboard, so I could play it on my TV on the couch like you love, but it's
Alright.
my computer.
It's too
Here-
massive, dude.
here's
the
my-
Steam Deck's huge.
It is.
It's not. You get used to it.
Here's my concession.
It makes the Switch feel really light and small.
I will say I do enjoy playing on a handheld in one very specific instance, and that is leveling up JRPG party members. If I'm at a point in a JRPG where I am not progressing the main story, I'm just grinding it out, I can do it on handheld.
Yeah, you could do
That's
it.
very big of
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I'll do it.
Let's play a game. From Alexander Zarianov. Hello, allies. In 2022, Ben Moore and Brandon Jones left Easy Allies and started a new chapter of their
Who?
journeys. To honor their Easy A legacy, I've picked words and phrases that somehow,
Oh,
these are weird.
okay.
Always weird every time he submits one of these. Somehow, these words and phrases were used only by either Ben or Brandon.
Only?
And no one else across all of Easy Allies. For
How
these.
do you know that?
I think they honestly build like a script
Yeah, they
to do
They
this.
feed it to the
Yeah.
AI, and the AI
They-
scans and
yeah.
does
Next
it.
level stuff, man.
Yeah.
So will you be able to recognize who wrote each one?
Okay.
Also possible.
Jones.
From generous viewers, blah, 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 or whatever. That's Jones. Or something.
No.
Also possible.
This is in a review script.
Oh, it's in a review script.
They're all from review
I
scripts.
thought these was.
I think that is Jones.
Yeah, I'm
though.
gonna say Jones. I'm gonna say Jones. I'm
Yeah,
going Jones.
I guess Jones.
This is from Ben.
Oh.
This appears in Divinity Original Sin 2, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Mortal Kombat 11, Persona 5, Samurai Showdown, Titanfall 2, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and none of our reviews.
How did you like figure this out?
That's such a basic saying. though.
Exactly.
Also possible. That's like that. How?
It keeps going
How?
and tries to.
Jones.
Ben.
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 I'll say Jones.
Jones. That's in Blood and Truth, Avengers, and Iron Man VR.
2 Marvel games.
Then tries to. Avengers and tries to. I like that.
That's hilarious.
That's a fun
That
combination.
is so hilarious.
Are separate from.
Ben.
That's
Ben.
Ben. That's Ben.
Jones.
Jones.
Ah.
Crackdown 3. Iron Man VR again. And Spider-Man Miles Morales.
I heard we'll go watch the Iron Man VR
Yeah.
review. Get all the Jones scoops.
Yeah.
Can generate.
Can generate.
Generate? How are you supposed to guess that?
Jones.
Ben.
That's Ben.
Generate. I don't know.
No, it's Jones.
Okay.
It feels like canisters to me.
Yeah, it
All
feels
right,
like a Jones.
All right, I'll go Jones.
Ben.
It's Jones.
Woo!
Dreams, Haven,
Generate.
and Iron Man VR again.
It's the culprit.
It's the linchpin of the whole operation.
Oh.
Load-bearing review, says Gabby.
Chief.
What?
Chief, I mean, that's
Master
Master
Ben.
Chief. That's Ben.
Yeah,
That's
who,
how you
who,
Chief.
who did Halo?
Who did Ben, right?
Yeah, it was
It
It had to be
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, Fallout 76,
This ain't it, Chief? Is that what he
The
said?
chief complaint.
Halo
I don't know.
Infinite, yep. Mega Man 11, and State of Decay 2.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever used
But
Chief.
did he not? Was Halo Infinite
Well,
one?
clearly you haven't.
Yeah,
I
Halo
don't
was
think
in
I've ever done.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
I was gonna laugh. Actually, wasn't.
Also
Commendable job.
possible, the chief complaint.
Commendable job?
Commendable job.
That's Jones. That's
Oh,
Jones. That's pissed off Jones
Yeah.
trying to do damage control and keep it chill.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go too hard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's Jones.
Same could be true of Ben, but
Oh my
that feels
god.
like a
Like
Jones.
All right, I want to hear it. Like we just all lose if you get this wrong.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Ben.
We failed.
Death Stranding,
We-
Divinity Original Sin 2, Fire Emblem Echoes,
Dude,
Shadows of
Divinity
Valentia,
is the other.
Metro Exodus, and State of Decay 2.
Wait, what was the phrase?
Commendable job.
Yeah, he liked those.
Commendable
So
job.
yeah, it wasn't sardonic or anything.
Filling up.
Filling up.
Jones, come on.
Jones.
How is
Jones?
the rest of us not
Days
Jones?
Gone?
Filling
Yeah.
up.
Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Jones.
Filling up.
Jones.
Gas.
Jones. Jones.
Filling up XP bars.
Jones.
Yeah,
Jones.
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 It's Jones.
Yeah.
Crackdown 3,
Yes.
The Pathless,
If you say Iron Man VR, I
and
swear to God.
Unpacking.
Okay.
Not Days Gone.
Not Days Gone.
Wow.
Filling up on gas?
Yeah. It's probably like keep your tank full.
Yeah.
Has such.
No.
Come on.
Has
Come
such?
on.
That's just a
It has such blah blah blah.
Ben.
Ben, yeah.
Ben, yeah.
It's Ben. Cyberpunk, Divinity is Original Sin 2, Far
Divinity.
Cry 6, Half-Life Alyx, Metroid Samus Returns, Psychonauts 2, SMT 5, and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Wow.
Wow.
Divinity. That's
Yeah,
That's that one.
Divinity,
I'm sure that was a
VR.
meaty review, I'm sure.
Jets.
Jets.
Just
Yes.
the word Jets.
Iron Man VR.
Yeah. Jones. Yeah.
Anthem, Crackdown 3, Haven, and Iron Man VR.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
How long does this go?
It's actually pretty long.
Just the word Jets.
Kind of game.
Come on, that's not
That's Ben.
possible.
Ben.
Ben.
It's Ben.
Yeah, it's Ben.
Attack on Titan 2, Death Stranding, Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, Pokemon Blue and Diamond, Psychonauts 2, Samurai Showdown, SMT 5, and Sonic Forces. Kind of game.
Crazy.
Kind of game.
Kind of game.
On a particular,
Jones.
Wait.
I feel like everything is just a flip of a coin on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I'll say Ben on that one.
Ben.
I'll say Jones.
Jones,
Nice.
Blood and Truth,
Iron.
Cat Quest 2, and Unpacking.
No Iron Man. Okay.
Not this time.
Yo, Cat Quest 3 when?
Reasons for
Ben.
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 Ben. Attack on Titan 2, Civ 6, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Mortal Kombat 11, and Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Regardless of how,
Oh my God.
Jones?
Jones? Yeah.
Jones.
Please be Iron Man too.
Ben.
Damn.
Astral Chain, Halo
Oh.
Infinite, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. 2 Infinites right there. Metro Exodus, Persona 5, State of K2, and Titanfall 2.
Wild.
Starts to get
Jones.
Jones.
Ben.
Ben.
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah.
Jonesy boy.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Starts to get boring.
Crossing.
Yeah, it starts to become a great.
Anthem. And Dreams.
Starts to get going after.
Yeah.
The core cast.
Oh,
That's a
God.
Jones.
That's Jones.
Jones?
Uh-oh, we're wrong.
Uh-oh.
Are we wrong?
Ben.
Oh, no!
Blade.
Astral Chain. Attack on Titan 2. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. Persona 5. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And Yakuza Like a Dragon. The
Great
core cast.
Yeah, great
Core
cast.
cast.
The Trip.
Come on.
Jones.
Jones.
Days Gone.
Jones. Days Gone. Tome and Unpacking.
Nice.
To Little More Than.
Wait.
Too little more than?
A little more or two?
Too Little More Than.
Oh,
Jones.
Ben.
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 Amounts to little
Amounts
more
to little
than,
more than. Yeah.
Dragon Quest XI. Fallout 76. Metro Exodus. SMT3 Nocturne HD Remaster. Sonic Forces and Yakuza Like a Dragon. Just a couple more. 2 weeks.
What?
2
2
weeks.
weeks?
Yo! Total Recall.
I was gonna say Moon.
Moon. Yeah, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks.
How long you be here? 2
Jones.
weeks.
Dude, Moon is a great movie.
I'll just
Yeah,
say
Moon
Jones.
is.
I'll say Jones.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Jones.
I'm saying Sam Rockwell.
Yes.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yes.
Anthem. And Avengers.
Dude.
Interesting.
2 weeks.
So I think you played those each for 2 weeks. If I'm getting that right. What feels like
Jones.
Ben.
Ben?
Ben?
Ben. Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Doom Eternal, Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, Far Cry 6, Halo Infinite, and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. And the last one,
Jones. No, I want to be the sword Jones.
When You Finish.
Jones.
Jones.
Yep. Yes. Days Gone, Dragon Quest Builders,
Ooh.
and Lost in Random.
Nice.
Oh, Lost in Random. Wow.
Lost in Random I didn't play because of Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Persuaded
He
you.
gave the worst thing anyone can say. He's like, it was all right.
Negative
You
testimony.
can skip it. Yeah.
We've got more questions to come, but if you've been enjoying this show so far, please like and subscribe and ring the bell on YouTube. It helps us and it helps you stay connected. And now, a word from our sponsors.
With the bustling holiday season well underway, ready-to-eat meal delivery can lend a helping hand. Factor shops, preps, cooks, and delivers to your door so that you can enjoy chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals during the holidays, minus the hassle. They shipped some of these to me and my girlfriend, and dang, they're good. Also, yeah, they're pre-cooked, pre-packaged. You just heat them up, and you're good to go. Very convenient, very nice. I really liked them. Plus, with 34 meals per week, including Gourmet Plus, Keto, Calorie Smart, Vegan and Veggie, and 36 plus weekly add-ons, you'll have plenty of nutritious, flavorful options to choose from. I know my holidays are super full, so Factor's fresh, never frozen meals make it easy to fuel up fast when I'm on the go. And it'll save time with meals delivered ready to eat in just 2 minutes. You don't have to cook them, you just heat them up. Factor is cheaper than dining out and takeout. Put the money you save toward holiday fun and you time. And thanks to Factor's commitment to ingredients with integrity, you can enjoy flavorful chef-crafted meals guilt-free, like their creamy Parmesan chicken and 3-bean vegan chili. And if you need a special occasion meal, Gourmet Plus is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, upscale options done easy. Factor has everything I need for a week of flavorful, nutritious eats. In addition to ready-to-eat meals, they have cold-pressed juices, smoothies, energy bites, extra protein, veggie sides, and more to keep me energized during frantic holiday times. Head to go.factor75.com/allies60 and use code allies60 to get 60% off your first box. That's code allies60 at go.factor75.com/allies60 to get 60% off your first box. Check it out. It's tasty stuff. Thanks.
And if you are a patron of Easy Allies, Thank you. From Anthony Stevens. Hi, allies. I've joined a new company within the last 3 months. In our closed office, I work with my team. They have an open Sonos speaker that anyone can play their music through. As my colleagues mentioned, anything goes with what music can be played. I decided to start playing some video game soundtracks through it and see if I can introduce them to this different world of music. Even though I was reluctant at first, thinking I'd get some odd looks and embarrassing questions asked, so far it's gone well. And I'm being asked things about the music or the games in a positive way, 95% of the time. Examples of soundtracks that have been played and gone down well are Celeste, Nier Automata, Hades, Streets of Rage 4, gone down well, Huber,
Nice.
Abzu, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, and Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, which that's probably the most surprising.
Yo!
What are some great video game soundtracks that you think would fit into an office environment for listening to in the background while working? Merry Christmas to everyone and wishing the best for 2023.
Citizen Sleeper.
Oh,
Okay.
good to know. Nice.
The Wii Shop music.
Yes.
Nice.
On repeat for like 4 hours.
Yep. Perfect.
Any Donkey Kong Country game.
Yes.
And Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, very nice. Very
Or
nice.
Chrono Cross.
I've got Portal 2, any Mass Effect game, Max Payne 3, FTL, the GTA 5 original
Oh,
soundtrack.
it's so good.
Yeah, lots of good stuff.
Oh my god, the original music in 5 is so good.
From See You When I Get There. Hi, allies. Apologies in advance for the long message. This time of year always makes me reminiscent of figuring out what games not only I, but my cousin Joseph wanted for Christmas. We both had a GameCube, and my auntie would always ask me what game he'd want. And I'm sure my mom would ask him the same. As we got older, his interest in games matured, getting into immersive world-building games like Civilization and expansive stories like Final Fantasy XII, while I carried on with singular narrative-driven games, still chasing that Shenmue high. Joseph's big, amazing brain could sometimes be too much, and he spent a lot of his 20s in mental health wards. During these times, I'd research games like Final Fantasy XV and Persona 5, and would go over the mechanics and story, as I knew he'd want to hear it, and he did, talking about wanting to play them when he got out. Unfortunately, he never got to. It was in December 2017 that Joseph took his life.
Fuck.
Obviously, I miss him. I miss spending time with him, eating with him, listening to him go on about socialism. But when I miss our talks about games, I have easy allies. When he first started, I was so eager to support, but there's no doubt that for years now you've supported me through one of the hardest grieving periods of my life. In my darkest times, I've listened to your sincerity, humor, and insight to what makes games special, and applied that perspective to every facet of my own life. All the GameCube and Wii games he had are now on my bookshelf. The one game he always wanted me to play was Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm so bad at it and fumble the mechanics all the time, but every December I make a little bit of progress running around the world and listening to the music. I don't have a question, but just want to say thank you so much.
Damn, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Damn.
Games, dude, bringing
Yeah.
us together
Yeah.
in such powerful ways.
Yeah.
You
Glad
know?
we can help out in some way.
Yeah.
From Mika O'Hare. Hey allies, I hope you had a good year of gaming. This year I finally got around to playing some of my backlog, including Ocarina of Time
Yeah.
for the first time ever. It holds up. I'm really enjoying
That's
it.
right. I told you. It's a 10.
Holds up.
So my question for the panel is, what were your favorite games you played this year that did not release in 2022?
Cyberpunk.
I have to look at my list what I played.
Cyberpunk was
Shoot.
sick. Does Resident Evil 2 count? If I've already
Yeah.
played it?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Another replay of it. I did another replay of RE4. At least one replay of
I
RE4
did
this
also.
year.
Yeah.
nice.
Did on Switch this time, most recent one.
Nice. Little motion action, Damiani. Were you rocking it?
No, I was playing handheld mode.
Okay, nice.
Just relaxing.
With the DLC coming out, I played through Cuphead finally.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Started it before, but I'd never got that far
Yes,
originally. This time I dedicated, got all the way through, and then got all the way through the DLC. Played Asura's Wrath on
Dude.
stream.
Oh,
yeah.
That was a good time.
Anime game. So good. It's even structured like an anime. It has like the interstitials and everything.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Do games count that we didn't finish?
Yeah, I think so.
I played some on stream. I played Dark Cloud 2. Didn't get time to go back to it, but it was really fun revisiting that.
Hell yeah.
And we all played a certain Hall of Shame game
Dark
at
and
one
Sky.
point or another this year.
That's not my favorite. In fact, my least favorite.
I was lying about Cyberpunk, actually. 10 out of 10 loved it, but second time through it now ever. Red Dead 2. One of the best there's ever been. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It has aged well.
And I finally played Arkham Knight this year.
Nice. That's right, dude. Yes.
From Matthew Weckel. Love and respect. Howdy, allies. Happy holidays. I hope everyone is well. For the past 5 years or so, I've been tracking the games I've beaten and rolled credits on during each calendar year. When I finish a game, I try my best to write at least 2 or 3 paragraphs on each game for my blog.
Nice.
I found that as I've gotten older, I just can't play games anymore without putting my thoughts down somewhere, whether that be on a blog, in a tweet, during a stream, or in a YouTube video. Tracking game completions and writing about them feels like work at times, but it's something I've enjoyed doing for a while now, so I'm not sure when or if I'll stop. With that said, I know everyone at Easy Allies has been covering games professionally for a long time now, so I was wondering how each of you strikes that balance between gaming being both a passion and something you cover for work. With how challenging, messy, and volatile the industry seems to be on a weekly basis, I find it difficult to feel good about it all lately, despite all the happiness it's brought me since I was a kid. On a lighter note, GOTY discussions is one of my favorite times of the year, so thanks again for all the great content, and here's to another amazing year of games in 2023.
How do we balance it? Is that what they asked?
Yeah, I guess, just, how do you find the balance between gaming being both a passion and something you cover for work?
It's honestly probably why I love Fortnite so much. It's just been the perfect game to disconnect from everything, There's always something going on in there. I can play with my best friends, and I don't have to cover it at all. I'll stream it once in a while,
Right.
of course. It's a great game to stream, but usually I'll just hop in and play a few and not worry about anything.
Yeah, there's a nice sense of relief when it's like I can just disconnect the capture device.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about recording anything in this. Yeah.
Like when I take my Switch into my bed and lie down and play it nice and casually, no stress. Yeah, not having to sit and at a big TV and make me think about doing it for. There you go, Weber.
Blood, it's been definitely harder for me now that I have to host Frame Trap.
Yeah.
Because I always have to talk about something, and I don't like to repeat stuff if I can help it. But I've definitely I'm trying to make the effort where I'm I just have to give myself a break. I'm just I can't. I just need to take time off and just do something for myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah, I
you
mean,
gotta
that's how,
just play Tactics Ogre, Brad.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about Dark Tide earlier, and then that's that's why Dark Tide is
Yeah.
It's I just need to do anything right now, and playing Need for Speed right now even is a little stressful because I haven't quite gotten past that barrier of figuring out this time thing on the calendar of I gotta get my car by Saturday night. It's I don't want to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
So Dark Tide, okay. Let's just go smash some things. Neo JD says, "Hey gang, I'll keep it simple. What was your favorite thing this year, and what are you looking forward to most next year? Doesn't have to be game related."
Sifu.
Thing.
Sifu is my favorite thing this year.
Oh.
Just spoke to me. I love it.
Damiani?
I mean, okay, I'll keep it game related still too, I guess. Seen a Mario movie trailer. Both of them, and how good it looks. Hyped. I'm actually excited.
Yeah, you are. I'm excited that
After
you're
being
excited.
told how bad it's gonna be.
No.
Yeah.
Don't believe the lies.
Before we saw it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think just actually seeing people at Summer Game Fest
it's
and Game
nice.
Awards. Yeah. Good times. And then I guess for next year, I don't have a specific plan. So it's just want to go somewhere. Yeah. Go somewhere maybe I haven't been before, or just not the regular, because I usually have a regular summer trip and a regular Christmas trip, but just
something else.
Go somewhere else. Yeah.
One Piece has been my favorite thing this year. Getting back into that has been really fun for me.
Nice.
Great pander.
To keep it PG-13, I
real.
guess I'll say HRT.
It's real.
Sponge Day 1 says, "Greetings, allies. As the years have gone on, I found myself constantly recommending games to friends who either have never played them before or who are longtime gamers with gaps in their back catalog. I realized after doing this for a while that I often tend to resort to the same few games: Control, Outer Wilds, and The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. My question is this: has there ever been a game you always recommend to people?
Yeah.
A go-to one
yeah.
you want to share with everyone?
Easily.
All right.
Spider-Man.
Get on, Mike.
Spider-Man, best possible game for the masses. If society as a whole were to play one video game, I would recommend it be Spider-Man. Straight up. I think it appeals to the most possible amount of people. Like, the most possible people will have a great time. Spider-Man. Easily.
The combat button combinations wouldn't be too challenging.
Throw
for
that
a lot
shit
of
on
people?
story mode, and you're invincible. You're chilling.
Right.
You ain't struggling.
You're
whatsoever.
not dying. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Outer Wilds is an interesting choice. I like that.
Yeah, to just say to anyone, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's pretty hardcore.
That might be mine. I might have to share that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have one, but if ever gonna pick one, like I think Forza Horizon's pretty universal.
Oh,
Great.
You can
yeah.
hop in there, like you can get real hardcore with it, you can get real casual with it. You know, you can do jumps, you can get in races, you can do crazy like community created things. Yeah.
It depends on what they're playing on, I guess, or whatever they have. But
True,
I'm always
absolutely.
like
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mario
Easy.
Kart.
Easiest thing
Mario
ever.
Kart.
Any age, anybody. Mario Kart.
Or straight Mario, like Super Mario. Yeah.
Although I've like Kirby and Forgotten Land is actually a good one, just
Yeah.
because of like
I think it's gonna be one of the first things I play on the break. is
yeah,
Kirby.
because like it's so hard to like lose/die in that game, especially like in the build up to anything, and it's just like fun to like do things, and it seems like very like it's not intimidating at all. But yeah, Mario Kart's probably the best pick.
Let's play a game. I think it's the last game. Hello, allies. This is from Asbo Zapruder. Hello, allies. I present to you game titles. The punctuation quiz.
Oh.
Here are 10 game titles. The panel must say if it has a colon.
Great.
And if so, where is the colon?
Okay.
Blood's gonna love this.
Damn.
Do
That's
it.
funny.
I bet Blood loved this one.
Do it.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
No colon.
Yeah, I don't think there's a colon. Oh, wait. Star Wars Jedi, maybe colon Survivor? I'll just say colon after.
Brad got it.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice.
Colon
Jedi.
is after Jedi.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa.
Nice.
Pokemon
I thought
Leg-
they removed it for this one because I knew the first
That's
one had it.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's called Star Wars Jedi. That's the series.
The brand.
All right,
Yeah.
your answer is no colon.
So it's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, I never even thought about it like that.
I don't
That's
think any
crazy.
Pokemon game has a colon in it.
Pokemon Legends Arceus. Anyone else guess?
No, I would say no.
Is it a dash?
No
Will
colon.
the third one be Star Wars Jedi Knight? Oh, or Star Wars Jedi Master?
Don't know. We'll have to play and see.
Jedi colon Knight.
Colon Sith.
Arceus does have a colon.
Sorry.
Pokemon.
It's after Legends.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So that's a whole new series then?
Nice job,
Legends.
Damiani.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know Pokemon.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
The OG one, no colon.
no
so they
colon.
come after
So-
Crystal Chronicles.
No way.
No colon.
No
Yeah,
colon.
so like it's after. Oh, any ones that had one was after. It was Crystal Chronicles colon then
Yeah.
something.
Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League.
I have no idea. Good luck.
No way.
M
Suicide
dash.
Squad. I'll say after Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Colon's
Brad.
after Suicide Squad.
Because it's like, the brand already.
Yeah.
MLB The Show.
No
colon. No.
Oh, wait, is
No
there?
colon.
No colon.
All right, you did it. 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 Huber, you did it. You did it.
Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Oh.
Because I see it on the Nintendo page, and they don't put colon on their on the
logo
Nintendo.com
doesn't.
page.
Oh.
Remember they do that?
No.
But I don't know.
Here we got it. Nope.
No
Yeah.
way.
Okay, so no.
We'd all
Nintendo
said
didn't
no.
lie to me.
I was riding Damiani's coattails on that one.
Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
It's got to. But
Digimon.
Where? But where?
Survivors, Cyber Sleuth.
I'll say it has
After
two.
that?
Yeah, does it have two?
Yeah.
Does it have two?
The double colon.
It is after Story.
Okay.
Oh my.
Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth hyphen Hacker's
Hyphen.
Memory.
Hyphen.
Yo, give
Hyphen.
Isla double credit there. Hyphen, it's colon adjacent.
Colon adjacent.
Yeah.
It's no M dash. I'll say that.
Oh my god.
WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
After SmackDown?
SmackDown?
I think
don't-
so. Fuck.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
no colon.
I'm gonna say no colon.
No colon.
Yes.
Wow.
Exclamation point after
At
SmackDown.
the- yeah, they love those exclamation marks.
Record of Lodos War, Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth.
Yes.
Record of Lotus
After
War.
record of
After
Lotus
that?
War.
Yeah.
It might be in the middle of Deedlit
Yeah,
or
I
some
have no
weird
idea.
thing like that.
No colon.
Wow.
Is there a
After
dash?
Record of Lodos War, Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth, it has like these weird little they have-
Tildas?
yeah, on the sides of it.
A couple of wavy.
And here
Tildas?
they only wrote like
Ghostbusters.
they only wrote the hyphens, but sometimes I've seen the tildes.
Dude,
kind of
classy.
thing.
Wow.
Classy game.
Yeah.
You might remember this, but we'll see. Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
I think there's one after World.
I feel like there is after
Yeah, I
World,
think after World.
Sure.
Yep, it's after World,
Yeah.
but in the base game is after Monster Hunter.
What?
Monster Hunter
hilarious.
World, and then Monster Hunter World
my
Iceborne.
Hosanna.
Good lord.
That's a fun one. Did you say it?
What's that?
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
Say what?
Who's on first?
Is the name of this game just like a pause?
No, I didn't. It was
that
about
the end of the
that's
clip?
was
the
the
end of
end,
the
right?
game. Sorry.
Oh my god, what a bizarre pause.
That was a bizarre pause. I was waiting with bated breath there, Blood. Strange pause.
Strange pause.
For sure.
Keep that in.
From Jordan. In the spirit of the season, is there something you'd like to share about your fellow allies that we don't often get to see from afar? Could be a work or hobby related shout out, a random funny anecdote, or a moment of bonding that really meant something to you. The sort of stuff friends don't always get a chance to express out loud.
Yeah, I love you all. You're so supportive all the time with my emotions. But extra special shout out to Gabby for watching that World Cup. 10 out of 10 vibes. I got up real early for that. And it was worth it to hang out with Gabby.
Here she comes.
I drove to Irvine, or I drove to Anaheim at 4 a.m.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez.
Dang.
So fun.
Oh my god.
My only
Wow.
regret is that USA lost, so then we couldn't watch any more games. We could have, but
Yeah, I was
not
like,
the
what?
same. Not the same.
I guess soccer is more meaningful than spending a whole day with you.
Wow.
Watching films with
It
you.
was
and your
recent.
grandma.
It was recent.
I'm just kidding. I'm just happy you're getting out there.
Hell yeah.
Mommy's so proud of you.
I had some nice conversations with Dawn, just about like life and stuff like that. Fuck yeah. And like family. It was very comfy. And the medallion. Me and Dawn talking about his medallion a lot.
The medallion?
Yes.
Medallion.
Yeah.
The medallion.
I
Don't
hear
worry,
them wandering
he
the
took care
halls
of it.
talking about the medallion, and I
He
don't
took
know
care of it. Don't worry about it. I don't know the details, but that's what he told me.
Fascinating.
Yeah, Don and I also have our late night here after the podcast every week. We're just
Jolly.
sort of here together. I kind of take a bit of a break, have a soda on the couch, and then like
soda dude on the couch.
That's really cozy.
and then
dude.
like after I recover a little bit, I might vacuum or like take trash out or whatever, and then sometimes we'll have things to chat about that
Nice.
like
Nice.
Yeah.
we don't really chat about any other time, but
Love
just
that.
one-on-one
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
Cozy as shit.
I missed the question because I was writing down
Oh,
time.
Something you're
Um,
grateful for the allies for.
Something that we
Oh.
that they wouldn't know ordinarily, like almost behind the scenes, like things that have happened between people.
I mean, I feel like I've had nice heart-to-hearts with just about everybody.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. Had a couple of nice ones with Brad this year. I feel like we rarely do
Rarely.
that, and it was really nice.
Damian, you got one, or should I let you go?
I feel like you have to let me go. I'm struggling here.
Sure.
Yeah.
No
Like
pressure.
on the spot. Yeah.
No
Weird.
pressure.
You can't let him go. He's a partner.
Anyone else in the room want to participate?
Stop.
They say no.
Okay. From Lodius, it's been a long year with a lot of ups and downs, both personally and in the world in general. I think it's important to pause now and again and remember to appreciate all the loved ones around us. It's so easy to get swept up into the negativity and the toxicity going on, especially in the video games industry. I guess this post is all about allowing each and every ally to take a deep breath and recognize the beacon of light that are easy allies. Always trying to put a positive spin on things, keeping a light mood, and bringing joy to so many people. Remember to never doubt yourself, never be afraid to ask for help, and always be kind. The weight of the world isn't heavy if we're all here to carry it with you together. I wish I could give you all a big hug. Thank you for all the laughs, cheerful videos, and great content through the years. I hope 2023 will be even better.
Aw.
Thank you. Love that.
'Cause I'm a cowboy
What?
on a steel horse I ride. 'Cause I'm wanted, dead horse.
No, we did. Or worse.
All right, I forgot to prep on that. I forgot the reminder.
I was so thrown
was
off
great,
by
man.
that. I thought Blood was trying to get us copyright infringement.
God.
Wow, Blood.
I didn't even remember to
Blood- I
practice
thought
singing
Blood
those. I
lost
just had
it.
it off it.
Like,
off cuff
this
it.
is it. Blood snap finally.
Yeah, it's his Joker
But
time.
finally lost his mind.
Heel turn.
Who wants to go first?
Me.
Brad, candy canes or sugar cookies?
Sugar cookies.
Why?
They are so much more delicious.
Nice.
Cookies are just better in general than a candy cane. I like the aesthetic of a candy cane, but sugar cookies are year round, baby. You don't need a special occasion for those delicious treats.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I like that.
Who's next?
Sure.
Dragon Quest or Dragon Ball?
Oh, fucking. Oh.
Great one.
Oh.
That's right, Huber. Both are correct.
Ooh, I dodged a bullet.
Tough. This is tough. All right, here's my logic. I will say my anime itch gets scratched more with things that are not Dragon Ball. You know, I can seek out other anime and be stoked on it, whereas Dragon Quest is a very specific flavor in gaming. So I'm gonna go with Dragon Quest.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. All right,
Those turn-based
Blood.
battles alive.
Damiani's next?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Crisis Core.
Octopus or squid?
What? No, 12.
Is calamari technically octopus or squid?
Calamari is squid.
So then squid.
But octopus has really good
I've
sushi.
had-
This is Damiani's
Sorry.
question.
No, you know, he's
give me
clarifying.
insight. Yeah,
I've
just
I've
eating.
had raw. I've actually
Taco.
tried like takoyaki, like and this raw taco. Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be eating them. But
Well,
yeah.
this is my frame of reference right here. But calamari is superb, and as much as I like those other things, like squid is really good. Tastes really good in calamari form.
All right, Isla, you're last.
Okay.
Spaghetti or lasagna?
Spaghetti.
Yes.
Because you got a lot more options, easier to prepare, doesn't have a bunch of cheese on it, which is great for me. But if you're missing the meat, you know, you can have meat sauce if you want it. You know, so you're not even really losing out on anything that you would get in a lasagna. Anything that you want, you can put on spaghetti. But to me, there's nothing better than a nice al dente noodle, you know, cooked just right with just the right amount of sauce on it. And you slurp it in there, you maybe chew it up a little bit. Fantastic. Also, the dogs from Lady and the Tramp, iconic moment.
Oh, yeah.
Iconic moment. Can't do that with
Hard on this
lasagna.
one.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Really lucky I didn't get that one.
I think I'm giving that to Isla.
Whoa! I
Whoa.
never win Oral Wars.
Oh, nice job. Yeah, you went in hard on that, Isla.
Thanks. I love spaghetti.
Yeah. I hate lasagna.
Dang.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't love
I
lasagna.
hate it.
wow.
As a kid, every time
It's
parents
such
would
a
say,
kid thing, yeah. dude.
well, no.
I feel like we're all scarred.
Growing up with like so much Italian food, it was the one thing everyone expected. I always liked it, so it would drive me insane when like no one let me explain like you don't like it, but you're telling you like I don't like it. Get over
put
it.
me in a box.
And the other thing is anytime parents, because my parents and my brothers loved it, so like anytime got home from school I'd be like, what are we having for dinner tonight? Lasagna. I was like, shit, tonight sucks. I was like,
Fucking leftovers too. What's worse than leftovers?
I was like, what are our sides for tonight? What else am I
When
getting?
it gets like dried out and cracky on the edges. Ugh.
That wasn't even that. It wasn't that it was a prepared bad. I just don't like the combination of it. And like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just that certain combination of how it's made in whether it's meat or not meat. And it's like the cheese in it. Like, I just don't like it.
Cause I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. Cause I'm wanted, dead horse.
Or worse.
Let me tell you about patreon.com/easyallies.
Oh my god.
That's how we get paid to do this stuff. Thank you to everyone who's given and kept Easy Allies going for another year. Everything we do is possible only because people pay voluntarily for all of this stuff to happen. You can get a Twitch sub. You can donate through the link that is in the description of the YouTube video or under that Twitch player. But the most effective way to support us is to become a monthly patron. And then you can get all kinds of different benefits, whether it's sponsorship or a personal message, or you can get the fan mail and get Don's food reviews. And you can also just tell us what to play on Stream Team. And if you become a patron, you get an ad-free version of this podcast. Most weeks you get extra love and respect questions. This is all love and respect this week, so no extras. And then if you're on $5, you get early access to this podcast. You get to submit to Love and Respect. You get extended cuts. You get the Discord, all kinds of fun, other things out there. So check out those benefits. And at the top of our Patreon tiers are our shout-outs. And this month's shout-outs go to Javawabs, Elthanis, and Greg the Dark Knight Kettering. Shout out.
Shout out.
Loud.
Isla.
Ah.
You get to promote any Easy Allies video you'd like to promote. You get the final word on anything you've disagreed with, want to reiterate, or just popped in your head. And you get to sign off with your trademark sign off.
I'll bend the rules maybe a little bit. We've got a few very cool things happening over the holidays. If you didn't know, Season 4 of Achieve Yourself is happening. Don's Discount Gaming has had a few specials. We've got some other cool stuff coming out soon or around now, depending on when things happen. Be sure to check those out. Final word, I hope that your holidays are going well. I hope you're safe and happy and surrounded by joy, whether that's with family or without them. Whatever brings you the most comfort and safety. Good night and good game.
What's that?
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
Say what?
The Easy Allies would like to thank our Patreon podcast producers. We apologize in advance for all the ally names we are about to misspell and mispronounce. Jabawabs, Elthanis, Greg the Dark Knight Kettering, Alexander Zirianov, Stomps, Jesse Blue, Bradley Spees, Jay Shee, Jesper Popmel Dufay, Mellow Fellow, Rob Bob Will, Roy Sung. 44 Stars, Anacroth, Andreas Risberg, Andri, Arvind, Aurelien Grenier, Beaten Down Brian, Benjamin Arp, Brandon White, Brian Kruger, Colton Piccione, Crashams, Dale Sun, Daniel Martinek, Danny Vlar, Dave Red, DBA, Dimitri Zetas, Discarded Digit, Douglas Chomich, DRD 7 of 14, Edward Gonzalez, Faraz Rizvi, Freya Lawson, Garrett Holfish, G. Levin, Hayden Hargraves, Happy Gaming, Hesperus 84, Isaac Swanson, Jesus R., Joey Bruno, Chris Frederick, Kroldemort, Lath, Mango, Matthew Holcomb, Matthew Pauling, Miguel Rivas, Mo Grant, Mr. One Luigi, Nathan Watkins, Paul Sway, Pete Shoemaker, Ronka Q, Raylon, Raymond Wheeler III, Ritz 1906, Robert Stoffel, Sage Mode Q, Sam Handrick, Sigma, S-Snake 24, Stepan Hakobian, T-Beaks 15, The Banana Forklift Killer, Chum Nguyen, Rack, Anish Dor, Aaron Haney, Accounts Payable, Adam Henry, Alex McMillan, Alex Monaco, Alex AI, Alexander Irving, Alexander Sheck, Anthony Galvin, Antonio Coyne, Arthur Lau, Barry Tomasini, Blue, Bob Starling, Brian Foster, Bryce Hornsby, Brittany Fuller, Bunny Chen, C.S. Lewis, Katie Garza, Candy Coated Thorns, Chief Uhu, Christian Simniak, Christopher Santis, Clay Roberts, Colin Montaut, Corey Jackson, Corey Landega, Culinary Stud, Cyberboa, Dan Sebring, Daniel Wong, David Aniki, David Wilson, Delisi, DF, Edison S. Prada Jr., Eric Tobias, Espen Gotchman, Ethereal Ether, Fishflop, Forever Ender, Forrest, Gabriel Aberg, Gabriel Smith, Glenn Olson, Graham, Gustav Strombaum, Hadi Ali, Helen Y, Hitman 47, iSun Chor, Ian Anderson, Ivan Swade, Jack Cullen, Jay Aldiar, Jameson Lapine, Jan Nicholas Frogshirt Tealk, JC3, Jeff ZOVGM Easton, Jeffrey Ruchtenwald, Gerald, Jeremy Ferris, Jesse Fish, Jesse Wilkeson, Joey Din, John Gallagher, John McCullough, Jonathan Gonzalez, Jordan Phillips, Jose Gutierrez, Julius Garcia, Junya Motomura, Carl Williams, Kevin Gillet, Leon Keys, Linson Wu, Luis Ibarra, Lion Crown 19, Marco Hernandez, Materia Addict, Matthias Clare, Matt Karwoski, Mazrim Tame, Megadet, Michael Clendenan, Mike Zero, Mikey Mizek Novak, Mr. Anarchy, Mr. Matity, Nefertiti Jenkins, Nicholas Johnson, Nycrypt, Ninja Kitty Meow, Orogachino, Pablo Rodriguez, Patrick Held, Pojo TMC, RF Switch, Reed Johnson, Richard Ma, Salvers, Sam Sorensen, Samuel Copeland, Sean Pavlov, Sebastian Trier, Shauna Bowman, Sneaky Gato, Splontot, Strikeout NZ, Sultab, Taffy 9K, Tim Strothman, Tim O'Keefe, TJ Sullivan, Toad Shadow, Tokyo Slim, Travis Ing, Trevor Thomas, Trizac, V8 Dave, Volker Bach, Wouter DeHaze, Zach Hardy, Zach Wojnar.